Big three, that's the big three receivers that, Jim, you talked about in the opening of the game. They need to have big games for Portland State to be successful. And Rattle Rolo. Portland State needs to get to Nick Rolovich. Last week they had 6 sacks. They need to equal that task and get 6 more sacks against the University of Hawaii. And they need to control the ball on offense, sustain drives, keep June Jones' offense and Nick Rolovich off the field. And for the University of Hawaii, their keys is first to free D. That's number 17, the safety for the University of Hawaii, D. Miller. He has a pivotal job in the defense. He needs to get free on the quarterback on sacks and be able to intercept some passes. And the O-line unity, you mentioned, Jim, brand new offensive line, very little experience. They need to play together and communicate well on the line of scrimmage. And the last, they need to run the football. Give Nick Rolovich time and run the football.
Jim Jones, the coach of the University of Hawaii, 9-4, entering his 2nd year. And Tim Walsh, the coach of Portland State, he is in his 8th season. And you see 46-35. Portland State has won the toss, and they will put it into play offensively. The Warriors will kick off and defend the north goal. Kicking off will be Jake Huggins, 5'9" senior. Huggins out of Iolani, and a transfer back to the University of Hawaii from Washington State. Oshawante Bryant, number 2, and Rashad Floyd are deep for Portland State. The 2 deep receivers, Bryant on the left and Floyd right there. You're looking at it. The year 2000 is upon us. It will go to Bryant on the 1, fumbles the ball into the end zone. He's got to bring it out. Only to the 3. Kiani Alapa and Robert Grant, number 25, there for the Rainbows of Hawaii. So Bryant, with that miscue on the 1-yard line, able to advance the ball only to the 4, and will be first down at the 4 for Portland State. Jimmy Blanchard, 6'2" senior from Grants Pass, Oregon, 16 of 24 last week, 409 yards against Western Washington and 3 touchdowns. He is the trigger. Just an outstanding quarterback. Over 6,000 career yards. Blanchard was 2nd team All Big Sky. And he was 2nd in the nation in Division I AA passing efficiency. And last year he threw for 29 touchdown passes and 3,098 yards. Coaches say that he has the big 3: intelligence, athleticism, and leadership. Steve Jakubowski and Charles Dunn are in the backfield. First down from the 4. And the ball is given on a very short game to Charles Dunn. Linda Brooks, the middle linebacker for the Rainbows, there to make the stop. Let's take a look at the Portland offensive line. Andreas Lejour, Hayes, Jones, and Wigger. Then the backs of receiver. Carrillo is the tight end. And Bryant, Terry Charles, Charles Dunn, and Steve Jakubowski. Jakubowski, the fullback, does a lot of blocking for Dunn, and that springs him. Ball is advanced out just past the 7-yard line. 2nd down and 7 for Portland State. Blanchard to throw for the first time. It is incomplete. It was intended for Antonio Jackson. The Hawaii defense, as they start the 2000 season, Chris Brown, Mike Iosua. Iosua probably the most effective lineman at this time, then Garner and Correa. Joe Correa, ex-quarterback. Anthony Smith, Rinda Brooks taking over in the middle, and Robert Kempfert. And then the defensive backs, Shondell Tucker and Fiamma Armstrong, the corners. D. Miller and Jacob Espiau getting the start tonight in place of the injured Nate Jackson. Espiau, the safety. 3rd down and 7. To throw again. That is incomplete. Intended for Charles. Terry Charles covering on the play. Fayama Armstrong, and his nickname is Flex. Good job. Bring up 4th down for Portland State.
Good job by Flex on that play, Jim. He broke on the football, read the quarterback, and as the ball is in the air, break it to the receiver.
Jamal Garland is back. Garland averaged 7.4 yards in punt returns. His longest was against Boise State, 46 yards last year. Kicking out of the end zone is France. Ball lands on the 39, taken on the hop by Garland. And he returns it to the 41. 38-yard punt and a 5-yard return. So Nick Rolovich is about to take his first snap as a Division I quarterback out of the City College of San Francisco. 2-time JUCO All-America. Rolovich, 6'1", 197-pound junior from Novato, California. And he now has assumed the leadership position in this offense. And if the run and shoot is to live up to its name, it is Rolovich who must be effective. Rolovich who must make the decisions. Rolovich who must lead. From the shotgun, 1st down from the 41. They swing it out to Afatia Thompson. 35, 30, down the sideline, out of bounds at the 23. 17-yard gain on the first play. And the first completion of his career for Rolovich. This is the offensive line, and the offensive line must play well tonight. Pinckney, Kanoa, Smith, Manawai, and Forney, the only senior. Justin Colbert, Shannon Harris, Greg Stutzman, Ashley Lally are the wide receivers, and Afatia Thompson the single setback. 1st down, they put it on the 24. 1st down for the Warriors. Quick pass. And that ball caught by Justin Colbert. Colbert advances it to the 22. Very short gain. He's out of Rialto, California. 5'7" sophomore. The defense, Hunter, Ransom, Collins, and Kane across that defensive line for Portland. And then very active linebackers, Marcus Robinson, Tino Retamosa, and Ron Granderson. Granderson will be the rover. Floyd and Timoni Joyner, the corners, are very good covermen. It is 2nd down, 8 yards to go. The ball just outside the 22-yard line for the Warriors. Rolovich for the end zone. Lally. Touchdown.
Jim, they did exactly what you said they need to do. The offensive line gave Nick Rolovich time. Lally was able to take the defensive cornerback to the inside, broke through the outside. Nick Rolovich laid in the corner, and Lally does a great job of keeping 1 foot in.
Hannum in to try the point after out of the hold of Branson Leona. Brian Smith, the starting center, is also the long snapper. 6-0 Warriors. Kick is good. 7-0 Warriors. It did not take long. 22-yard touchdown pass. 12:52 left in quarter number 1. For Nick Rolovich to hit that touchdown, his first as a Warrior. 22-yarder to Ashley Lally. 2 minutes and 8 seconds into the game. And Lally in the deep corner, able to gather it in. 12:52 left. And Huggins again will kick off. And will again go to Bryant. Bryant pulled down at the 21. Queen Tim's injury update. Hawaii's leader in sports medicine and orthopedic surgery. You see Portland State, their injury list, and Hawaii also quite a few injuries. Nate Jackson being a starter, and Jared Flint expected to really battle for the starting position at quarterback. He's out for the season. First down at the 21 for Portland State. They trail 7-0 early in the game. In motion is Bryant. They swing it to him. Bryant goes nowhere. Quick reacting defense. Anthony Smith first to him.
You know, just for the first 5 plays defensively for the Rainbows, you see something. Great team speed. They have 3 linebackers all run 4.4s, 4.5s in the 40s. They can cover a lot of field, and they've got great team speed. And Portland State might not be used to this kind of speed defensively.
Second down and 10. Antonio Jackson is flanked to the near side. Double wide receiver to the right for Jimmy Blanchard. Blanchard audibilizing. Rainbows blitz. With the ball is done, and he's out to the 26-yard line. Rainbows sent Anthony Smith that time, and a good job by the offensive line of Portland State to shore up the blitz and then open the hole for Dunn. Charles Dunn out of Pasadena, California, went to John Muir High School in Pasadena. 26 rushes for 159 yards last week against Western Washington. His longest run from scrimmage was 37 yards. He had a touchdown, and in that game he carried the ball for a 6.1 average. 6.1 yard average. Third down and 5 from the 26. Blanchard throws. That's up for grabs. Incomplete. Went off the intended receiver, Antonio Jackson. That'll bring up 4th down.
Good pressure by the Rainbows there. Doug Sims and Miles Gardner putting pressure. Tip drill here. Rainbows unable to come up with the interception.
Jamal Garland back deep for the Warriors, and Dan France will punt it to him. 7-0 Warriors. Nakoa leading in this game and scoring early. 22-yard touchdown pass. Rolovich to Lale. Wobbler. Here comes Garland. Lets it bounce. Wants to stay away from it, and it's finally down by Tim Hester, the tight end who plays on special teams. 36-yard punt and no return. Hawaii will start things offensively at their own 38-yard line. So we'll see how Portland State now adjusts. They were burned early on that 22-yard touchdown pass. Colbert, Stutzman, and Harris are flanked to the left, and Lally is flanked to the right. First down from the 38. Rolovich checks off Lally. Now throws over the middle. Crossing pattern complete to Harris at the 45-yard line. Let's go down to Brooks Bear on the field. Brooks.
Jim, Warrior fans definitely happy with the way Hawaii is moving the ball, but they also got to be happy with June Jones and the way he sees some things out there on the field. Right, the play before that last touchdown, coach called the quarterback Rolovich over and said, hey, I spot something. Laylee's got 5 inches on the defensive back, Rashad Floyd. He said, lob it up there. That's what they did. They changed up the play, and it worked like a gem.
First down. Throw over the middle. That's intercepted. Picked off by Tino Retamosa. And Retamosa still on his feet, struggling near midfield. And so turnabout is fair play. Rolovich throws his first interception. And Rolovich made the tackle on Retamosa. So Retamosa from Santa Rosa, California, transferred to Portland State from Santa Rosa JC. Take another look.
You say a bad throw by Nick Rolovich. He threw it right. He threw it right into Retamosa's hands. Retamosa did a good job of settling in his zone. There you see Rolovich trying to find the receiver in that zone, but there's 3 white jerseys in the area. Good play by Retamosa.
First down for Portland State. Portland State, remember, very potent offense. Ball is on the 48. Blanchard to throw with time. Now it breaks down, and the first sack is recorded. Chris Brown out of Damien High School. Brown, 6'1", 252-pound sophomore from Kahului. Played 10 games last year at defensive tackle. And Chris Brown gets his first sack of the season.
Chris Brown is one of the stronger players on this University of Hawaii football team. There he just staying with the pass rush, makes a good inside move on his offensive tackle and gets the sack.
And credit the secondary for the Rainbows, because it appeared that Blanchard had time, but the receivers were covered. Second down, long yardage, draw play done, breaking it to the outside with space, and finally chased down by Rinda Brooks. Brooks along with Fiamma Armstrong. 10-yard gain. Now we'll bring up third down for Portland State in Warrior territory at the 48-yard line. Tim Walsh, the head coach of Portland State. They're in the Big Sky Conference. They were 8-3 last year. They were ranked in 1AA, number 20 at the end of last year, and they were one game short of the Big Sky Championship. Third down and 7. Blanchard, he may run. Now he'll throw. It is incomplete. Good double coverage by the Warriors. It was intended for the tight end Cam Carrillo. And so far the Rainbow defense has befuddled the offense of Portland State. And they'll have to punt it, hoping for outstanding field position. Dan Franz averaged 50 yards a punt last week against Western Washington, and he was punting in a heavy rain and wind storm in the Pacific Northwest. Garland back standing at the 10, a fake punt. And they don't get the first down. Now they lateral, and they will get the first down. With it is Floyd. And Rashad Floyd still on his feet down to the 15-yard line. Oh, deep into the playbook. And it works like a charm when it appeared to stutter step. And now we have a penalty flag. Boy, what a play that was.
Yeah, the punter faked like the ball was centered over his head. Then they run an option to the left, but it's going to look like it's going to come back. There, see the punter, he's faking like it's over his head. Then they try to run this option play, and they run the option perfectly. Just as he's going down, he pitches the football to Floyd for the first down.
So they bring the ball back, but you have to give Portland State that credit.
Forward pass on the offense. 5-yard penalty, loss of down, first down Hawaii.
They said Floyd was in front when he received the pitch. He was in front of the other guy on the ground.
That's going to be interesting.
I don't think Tim Walsh agrees.
You have to give Portland State credit for the courage to do a play like that early in the game. They had definite chutzpah. So it will be first down for Hawaii following that penalty for an illegal forward pass. And Hawaii will have it on the 47-yard line of Portland State. Colbert and Lali are the wide receivers. This time Rolovich will take the snap. In motion is Stutzman. Rolovich, short drop. Looking left, throws. That's complete to Stutzman. Stutzman is thrown to the turf at the 33-yard line. That's enough for a first down. A 14-yard gain.
Good call by June Jones. Portland State playing man-to-man defense. They played a little motion game with Stutzman. Stutzman's able to separate from the defender there and get open. Portland State plays a lot of man-to-man defense, and that is exact defense that June Jones wants him to play.
Rolovich 5 for 6 in passing, 74 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Stutzman in motion again. Rolovich gives it to Afatia Thompson, looking for running room, tries to break outside, turns the corner at the 30-yard line and fumbles the ball out of bounds. Ron Granderson grappled with him on the sideline. So that will bring up second down. Gain on the play of about 1.5 yards. It will still be the Warriors' ball. Nakua will have it at the 30, just outside the 31-yard line. You look at June Jones. says that his great moments are right now when he's on the sideline. Into the game. 2nd and 8 from the shotgun. Rolovich. Look out. Here comes the blitz. Throws over the blitz. Nobody there. Was intended for Colbert. And that time, Portland State showed up in a hurry. Rolovich looked up, and nothing but white jerseys appeared in front of him.
Nakoa trying to run the wide receiver screen. Good pressure on a stunt up the middle by Portland State. Doesn't allow the Warriors enough time to form that screen.
So Polynesia's team will have the ball 3rd down and 8 from the 31-yard line of Portland State, leading 7-0 with 8 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Lully in motion. Rolovich looking. Now throws over the middle. Wide open is Harris at the 10. Harris at the 5-yard line. What a play. I mean, he caught that ball in a vacant lot.
One of the big concerns for the Warrior fans was the young offensive line, and thus far on a 26-yard gain, the Warrior line giving Rolovich a lot of time. Look at him. There's a lot of time. He's looking for number 1, number 2. Then he spots the receiver wide open, breaking across the middle for the first down.
Rolovich waited for that pattern to ripen before he rifled the ball. First down, goal to go at the 5. Single setback is Afatia Thompson. 4 wide receivers set in that run and shoot. Rolovich looking into the corner, now throws over the middle, off the hands of Shannon Harris. Covering on the play was Ron Granderson, number 24. And Harris just could not pull the ball in. So Rolovich will go to the side. And Sean Withy Allen, one of the reserve quarterbacks, acts as a shield so that Portland State doesn't pick up any signals, or they have a person with binoculars who can read lips. Some of the things that go on with the coaching staffs. 2nd down, goal to go from the 5. Afatia, no. Just no. Thompson took 2 steps. And he was swallowed up by that defensive line. So now that brings up 3rd down and 5.
Portland State running the perfect defense here. Just a lot of pressure up the middle. All the defense alignment of rushing into the inside gap. That's the perfect defense against that play.
Darren Collins fought off the block of Vince Manawai. Manawai lost his helmet. 3rd down and 5. Colbert to the far side. And triple wide receiver to the near side. Lully the widest. 3rd down. I said 3rd and 5. It's 3rd and goal from the 7. Rolovich now throws too high for Stutzman. Stutzman was open. So the ball delivered too high, and Rolovich knew it. And so Nakoa, which is Hawaiian for the Warriors,
I like that, by the way.
Will have to
Nakoa
have to try a field goal with Hannum. Eric Hannum, he had a 51-yarder last year and a 42-yarder against SMU. This is a 24-yarder. Kick is good. 6:47 left to play in the first quarter. Hawaii 10, Portland State nothing. Back at Aloha Stadium, crowd had to battle traffic problems again getting in to the stadium this afternoon. There you take a look at Coach Kavanaugh, offensive line coach.
He must be a little relieved, a little pleased with his boys right now.
What's Coach Kavanaugh's word that he uses more than any other? Technique. Loves that word. Now both kickers are near the ball. Could this be an onside? Hannum fakes the onside, and then Huggins kicks the onside, and it doesn't go. The required 10 yards. Portland State, however, recovers it. And Portland State will have it with excellent field position in Warrior territory at the 41. Now I turn to you and say, you know, it's 10-0, but it's only 10-0. What are the Warriors thinking?
Coach McKnight must have seen something, but if I'm on the Portland State offense, I'm a little upset now because you're showing no respect at all for this offensive unit.
Tanner Cole was able to gather the ball in. First down from the 41-yard line. I mean, this now has become a question of respect. Jimmy Blanchard, whose father played in the National Football League for 11 years, gives the ball to Dunn, tripped up at the line of scrimmage. And Joe Correa, the defensive end, just ankle tackling him as he went by.
Hawaii Warriors rotating the defensive line. There you see Joe Correa and Doug Sims. Good penetration by the green jerseys. Anytime you get the defensive line into the backfield, it's going to be highly successful for the defense.
Gain on the play of 2, 2nd down and 8 from the Nakoa 39-yard line. Done again. Hayes wrestled to the turf by Lahanui Correa on the other side. So the two Correas, not related and spelled differently. Lahanui and Joe.
Lahanui Correa, there you see him on the top of the screen, getting underneath the block, shedding the blocker and making a good tackle. Transferred from the UNLV. Was one of those many local players that went away, and then when June Jones came back, they came back with June Jones.
3rd down, short 7. Ball just outside the Warrior 32, or 37, I should say. Quick pass. That is incomplete. Intended for Antonio Jackson. Shondell Tucker covering on the play. So that will bring up 4th down. And the last time it was 4th down, Portland State tried a fake punt that almost worked. It was called back because of penalty. So Dan France will come in, and he'll try to pin the Warriors back inside the 10-yard line if he can, unless there's another fake punt on it. They have the field position to do something like that, but we'll see. 4th down, 5:21 left in the first quarter. And there's the pooch. It lands on the 5, goes into the end zone. Hawaii will have it at the 20, 37-yard punt. And we have a penalty flag. Referee in tonight's game is Rich Callan. And the penalty is called against Portland State. Hawaii will decline it. And the game will continue. What do you think of Rolovich so far, sir?
Good quick release.
We'll take this commercial break. 5:13 left in quarter number 1. Brewery Fresh Budweiser wishes to remind you fresh beer tastes better. Budweiser, Hawaii's home team beer. It's been one-sided so far. Rolovich 6 for 10, 101 yards and 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Total yards in the game. Portland State only 17 and Hawaii 101. And in first downs, Hawaii has 5. Portland State nada. 1st and 10 from the 20 for Nakoa. Rolovich throws long. Lele. Incomplete. Boy. Lele had separated himself from the defender, but the ball got up into the Ko'olau winds and started to falter and wobble and fell to the turf untouched. 2nd down and 10 from the 20.
Good pressure that time by Ryan Masiage. Up the middle, putting pressure, getting in around the center, putting pressure on Nick Rolovich.
Colbert and Lally are the wide receivers. Harris and Stutzman are flanked to the right. Rolovich A delay. Afatia Thompson, 25. Afatia 30. Bowling over defenders to the 36. And a first down. A 16-yard run by Afatia Thompson. Chris Kane there finally made the stop on him.
Nakoa has a lot of new people in offense, but here's one guy who's not new. Afatia Thompson doing what he did last year, just staying low, keeping his body low, and just moving his way upfield. Doesn't run a lot from sideline to sideline, just runs from goalpost to goalpost.
6th first down for Nakoa here in the first quarter. First down from the 30, just over the 35. Rolovich throws. That's complete to Stutzman. Midfield. Stutzman may score. 35, one to beat. Couldn't do it. To the 34-yard line. 31-yard play, and Stutzman was wide open. And it developed into a one-on-one contest.
The receiver on the top of the screen, Justin Colbert, goes deep, clears, and then Stutzman's able to break to the outside. And there's no way number 46 is going to stay with Stutzman, man-on-man, Dornberg. He's just too slow for Greg Stutzman.
Damoni Joyner did a good job, because if he doesn't make that tackle, and Stutzman scores, 31-yard pickup as it was. In motion is Harris. Rolovich to Harris. No, good pressure that time. Shannon Harris unable to gather it in. Darren Collins, number 94, chugged up the middle and filled up the mirrors of Rolovich.
Portland State plays a lot of man-to-man defense in the secondary. Now on this wide receiver screen to the motion, good pressure up the middle by number 94, Collins. But when man-to-man defense, those screens are not going to work as good, because you have somebody watching that guy at all times.
2nd down and 10 from the 34-yard line of Portland State. Hawaii leading 10-0. 4:29 left to play in the first quarter. Harris in motion, number 85. Rolovich throws. That is complete to Stutzman. Stutzman loses the ball. It's picked out of the air by Retamosa down the sidelines, and he may score. 30, 20. Rolovich trying to catch him, can't do it. Touchdown, Portland State. Weird. Weird. And we have a penalty flag. Retamosa. That's his second. Well, that's a fumble recovery and return. And Retamosa also with an interception here in this first quarter. Are they going to call that back? Because that was amazing to watch. Stutzman, after making the reception, was going for more yards. All of a sudden, the ball comes out right into the hands of Retamosa.
I think they're going to call Portland State for clipping or blocking below the waist on that return.
The flag is inside the 10-yard line. One would think Portland State, boy, to take away a play like that. The official still discussing.
At this point, it could be anything.
This is officialdom by committee. I'd like to say hello to Stutzman's Uncle Fred. It's a very inopportune time, Uncle. He's watching in New York. Touchdown. Touchdown, Portland State.
Well, they're going to call the University of Hawaii for blocking or hitting someone in the back.
We'll take another view of this.
And then they're also calling Portland State for personal foul.
Here's Stutzman. Watch the ball come out.
He has the ball and he just...
And there's Retamosa. And he's off to the races. Another angle.
That is a good play by number 17, Morris, stripping the football.
Steve Morris on the strip, and Retamosa wearing the mantle of hero for Portland State down the sidelines. Here comes the contact at the end as Rolovich tries to come over. They call the penalty on Rolovich. Portland State has been credited with the touchdown, 65-yard fumble return by Retamosa. What a first quarter he's had. An interception and then a 65-yard jaunt for the score. And Portland State is right back in this game. because of the penalty now against Portland State, they're going to make the PAT difficult. And it's a personal foul on Portland State. So they put it down on the 25-yard line, 35-yard point after touchdown, with 4:14 left to play in the first quarter. Dan France, who also does the punting, does the kicking. Kick is on its way. Boy, that was kicked with authority. However, it missed. So it remains Hawaii 10 and Portland State 6. You see, getting cute on the kickoff by Hawaii, all of a sudden it turns things around. I mean, you can't get cute too early. That's one of the unwritten rules of college football.
Don't get cocky.
Yeah.
Hawaii, we just ate. We get big head.
But what a play by Steve Morse to strip the ball away from Stutzman, and then the 65-yard ramble off the sideline by Redamosa. Tough Tino.
And what must be frustrating for June Jones, you can sense that June Jones has the defense of Portland State's number. He knows exactly what they're running, where to throw the football, but mistakes like that by Greg Stutzman and mistakes will just give Portland State just enough to believe they can win this football game.
Now officially they say 67-yard fumble return. Fea Armstrong and Jamal Garland are deep. And this is the first time that Portland State will kick off. It will go to Garland on the far. Great block to the 25. And the penalty flag comes flying in from way upfield. I have not seen a clean kickoff on any level of football in a long time. And another discussion.
Officials have to be a little quicker here.
Holding against the Warriors. That's the first time that the Warriors have been penalized in this game.
10 yards from the spot of the foul on the returning team. First down, Hawaii.
Mr. Callan has found his mic switch. So that brings it back to the 12-yard line. Is that holding right there?
There's your holding right there, right in the middle of the screen, right on the 30, right on the number. That's holding. You got your hand in the back. The official upfield can see that hand right on that number 43.
First down at the 17 for Nakoa. Rolovich on a delay again to Afatia Thompson running room. 25, 30, 35-yard line. Boy, the left side of the line just caved. Really opened up for him like an on-ramp onto the freeway. 18-yard gain.
The left-hand side of the line, the guard, Manley, Kanoa, and Pinckney. One closing ceiling inside, one ceiling to the outside. Big hole for Afatia Thompson. Good block by Pinckney and Manley, Kanoa.
18-yard gain to the 35. Colbert and Lally are the wide receivers. In motion now is Channon Harris. Rolovich again to Afatia Thompson, breaks one tackle, but not the second. Able to advance to the 20, rather to the 37-yard line from the 35. Short game. Ron Granderson again with another tackle as you look at Afatia, recently married. Nice wink to his offensive buddies on the Warrior front line. Hawaii leading 10-6. 2:55 left to play in the first. You see the clock ticking. Second down, 7. Rolovich to Lally, coming back for the ball short of the first down. Lally earlier in the game, 12 minutes 52 seconds left in the first quarter. 22-yard touchdown pass from Rolovich. And we'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Ball has been advanced to the 43. Same offensive set. From the shotgun. Rolovich looking over the middle, now throws, tipped in the air, almost intercepted. That'll bring up 4th down and 2.
Rolovich moving up to the line of scrimmage, looking downfield. If he just looked in front of him, he could have just walked for that first down.
It's 4th down. Dan Berryman will punt. Excellent punt. Backing up is Floyd. Calls for a fair catch and takes it at the 12-yard line. So Berryman, it's like magic, stepping out of the mist as the punter. He was not on the depth chart, and here he is, 45-yard punt. Well, that's why. It will be 1st down for Portland State with 1:44 left to play in quarter number 1. And Hawaii leading 10-6. Jimmy Blanchard trots out for the Vikings. 67-yard fumble return by Tino Retamosa, the lone scorer for Portland State. The point after, following a penalty, went awry. 1st down from the 13 for the Vikings. Charles Dunn tripped up. Very short gain, if any. Miles Gardner undercut him. Gardner number 77 for Nakoa.
Miles Gardner, here's a guy who's lost 60 pounds since he's come to the University of Hawaii. Made himself a better athlete, quicker athlete. On that play, sheds the block, gets upfield in a hurry.
2nd down and 8. There's you see Vance Singletary, who's the defensive line coach. Delay. Dunn. And Dunn is done running as Mike Iosua pursues him and dumps him at about the 18-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down.
At this point, Portland State's offense is having problems with the rainbow, with the warrior defensive speed, especially on the defensive line. His individuals, Mike Iosua runs 275, but he can run also.
Bryant and Jackson are flanked to the near side. And Charles is to the far side. They look for Charles. He has it for the 1st down at the 33-yard line. Good pass by Blanchard, threw it into coverage, and Charles did an excellent job. Terry Charles, 6'4" junior out of Long Beach, California, went to Wilson High School in Long Beach. 15-yard gain and a 1st down for Portland State.
Good call by Portland State, throwing to Terry Charles, who's 6'4". Shondell Tucker watching, who runs 5'9". There's a mismatch there in height. Good call by Portland State.
First down for the Vikings. They have the ball at their own 33. Quick pass to Bryant, trying to get a block, chased down and butted out of bounds by D. Miller. So Portland State trying to spread the field. Good gain on 1st down. That will bring up 2nd, and we'll see where they put it. They put it at the 39-yard line. 2nd and about 5. Good look at Jimmy Blanchard. Portland State, during their fall camp, even had a luau in Portland. Invited everybody. Said it was a great success.
Did you have porn? That's the question.
That is a good question. Second down. Blanchard again to throw. That's knocked down. Great defensive play by D. Miller on a crossing pattern intended for Dante Washington. And that's why D. Miller is the cover boy on the press guide for the Warriors this season. Coaches are very high on him. And they say he has great potential to play at the highest level. That'll bring up third down and a short 5 for Portland State. Only 1 second left in the first quarter. So the first quarter will end after this play. Rainbow's blitz. Ball is laid off, complete to Bryant, hit short of a first down. Rinda Brooks led the attack for the Warriors. Rainbows blitz, rather not the Rainbows, but the Warriors blitz from the corner.
Big play by Rinda Brooks, involved in the blitz, turns around, makes the tackle.
That's the end of the first quarter. Hawaii leading Portland State 10-6.
Hawaii's starting left tackle Chris Pinckney may have been injured on the Portland State touchdown play. He's been taken into the locker room. Again, we're not sure if it's an injury. It could just be an equipment problem, but he did go in with one of the medical staff for Hawaii. So when he comes out of the locker room, we're going to find out what happened to him. Now, Hawaii went 9-4 last year. They had some huge wins along the way, including that victory against Oregon State in the Oahu Bowl. But perhaps the biggest victory in Hawaii football history was way back in 1955 when Hawaii went up to Lincoln and upset Nebraska 6-0. Well, some of the stars from that team are here tonight. They were honored before the ball game started. Don Vitello, Bill Tam, Charles Araki, Henry Ariyoshi, Abner DeLima, Richard Hamada, Hartwell Freitas. A bunch of that team are here. They went 8-2.
Punted is France. Chasing the ball down is Garland, and that ball runs out of room. And they'll angle it. Hawaii will have it at the 17-yard line. Good punt by France. 41-yard punt. GTE Hawaiian Tel is now Verizon Hawaii. Verizon Hawaii will honor a player from each team in tonight's game as it proudly continues its support of the University of Hawaii General Scholarship Fund. Verizon Hawaii, a new name, same dependable customer service.
Louis Fuata replaces Chris Pinckney at left tackle. He was the backup left tackle last year.
From the shotgun, Rolovich, 1st and 10 from the 17 as we just are into the second quarter of play. Rolovich throws and does not throw that well at all. His receiver was knocked down, I believe, Stutzman. And Rolovich pulled the trigger. Portland State, I think, starting to adjust and adjust very well.
On that play, Tino Retamosa comes right up and smacks Greg Stutzman in the mouth. And that's the best way to eliminate that wide receiver screen. Just knock the receiver down.
Rolovich now 9 for 17, 138 yards. Second down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Rolovich throws. No. Intended for Harris, and we will have a penalty flag, and when it's thrown in that area, it is holding. One thing about June Jones, he says he disagrees with coaches who say when you pass, you have many more negative things that can happen instead of positive things. He says he believes that an incomplete pass is a positive thing because it gives you another opportunity.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. The down is 3.
See the holding here.
Manly Kanoa has Ransom in a headlock. That's a good WWF move.
Third down and 10 from the 17. Triple wide receiver to the right. Rolovich gives it to Afatia Thompson, looking for running room, and he will run out of room. Excellent defense by Portland State. As Hawaii goes nowhere that time, Portland State able to stop up the passing routes, put some pressure on Rolovich, and then stonewall Afatia Thompson. Let's go down to Brooks Bear.
Jim, Hawaii is still going without starting left tackle Chris Pinckney right now. Pinckney was in the Hawaii locker room. He has since come out, walked the length of the field, and gone into the tunnel in the north end zone. We're not exactly sure where they're taking him or what they're looking at, but we have been told by the sports information staff here that he's just not feeling well, and they're trying to remedy that situation.
Berriman will kick out of the end zone. Dan Berriman comes out and is caught at the 48-yard line by Rashad Floyd. Floyd high steps to the 40. Floyd bumps into his own man, looking for some help, and finally gets swallowed up by the special teams of the Warriors. 38-yard punt and a 14-yard return, and another penalty flag. Probably an illegal block.
On the return, illegal push in the back. On the returning team, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down, Portland State.
On the right side of the screen, you're going to see this clip right there. No, right there on number 66 Smith. That's number 27, Deshaun Butler.
Take a look at the Rainbow Subway report. Waianae volleyball to face Northwestern tomorrow in the Astidi Mua Challenge. Hawaii soccer loses to Pepperdine on the continent 5-1, and they will face UCSB tomorrow. Share the great taste of the new Subway Selects. Each is made with a new sauce. Subway, eat fresh. First and 10 for Portland State. They trail 10-6. 13:44 left to play in the first half. Blanchard keeping and runs out of bounds close to the 45-yard line. He may have missed. That could have been a broken play. He may have missed Charles Dunn on the handoff and then just tried to ad-lib around the corner. Picked up yardage from the 41 to the 44. Second down and 7.
Hey, Tim Walsh, he looked mad in the first play, and then he looks mad now. Something bugging him right now.
Dunn swallowed up. Chris Brown. So Dunn did not find the going great at all.
Great move on the line of scrimmage by number 54, Chris Brown. You see on the outside, little crossy stuff inside, comes underneath the block, underneath the trap block, and makes a good tackle in the backfield. What defensive linemen do is what Chris Brown did well there. Kept his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage, didn't turn his body.
Third down and 8 for Portland State. Long pass over the middle. It is incomplete. Boy, that was on the money to Terry Charles. Charles is a huge target, 6'4", 196. And coming up woozy a bit is Jimmy Blanchard.
And Blanchard, John Smith, the line gives him time, but he takes a shot right when he throws the ball by Rinda Brooks. And Charles had that was a touchdown. And Terry Charles knows it, and he dropped the ball. And then you see Blanchard. He's going to take a shot by number 1, Rinda Brooks, right there, right under the chin strap. You always know that when the chin strap ends up in the player's mouth.
So Dan France will come in, and he will punt to Jamal Garland. Garland standing at the Warrior 25. Oh, excellent punt. Garland inside the 20, takes it at the 15, sidesteps the sideline, sidesteps a tackler, still with it, back to the 10. And what a play. Ahmad Robinson figured things out, one-on-one, fought off a blocker as he made the tackle. 42-yard punt and a -5-yard return by Jamal Garland. And the Warriors are deep in their own territory and leading 10-6. So the Warriors sputtered the last time that they had the ball offensively. And they come out with Afatia Thompson and Rolovich. It's a nice shirt for the Vikings.
Excellent shirt.
Needs a tailor. Rolovich. That's intercepted, and that's a touchdown. Boy, he threw that ball right to Steve Morse. And Portland State now leads in this game. Right to it. And Rolovich just now starting to trot off the field. That was not good at all. And Tim Walsh, the coach of Portland State, sees his team vault into the lead, and they've done it with outstanding defensive plays.
One thing what a defensive team wants to get is turnovers, but be able to score on those turnovers. Those are big plays for the defense.
That's 3 turnovers now for the Warriors of Hawaii.
We have a touchdown. The helmet came off by the result of a block. There is no penalty.
See the pressure here, Rolovich, and he just throws it right to Morse.
It's like he didn't even see number 17 right there. He's looking for Shannon Harris, but Morris is sitting right there, right in front of Shannon Harris.
12-10, Portland State. They can take the lead by 3. Franz, that's a fake. They're going to go for 2. The throw is not good by Justin Woods.
Good pressure by
Good pressure by D. Miller. And we have a penalty flag on the play.
There is no penalty. The try is no good.
All right, we're up to date. 12:32 left in the first half, and now it is Portland State. All of a sudden, they are the team that has the respect. Portland State has come from behind, and they've done it in just sensational defensive plays. 51-yard fumble return, and Steve Morris moments ago a 19-yard interception return for a touchdown. They lead at 12-10 over the suddenly struggling Warriors of Hawaii. So Portland State will kick it off. Dan Franz getting ready to boot it.
And there's Mark Kreiner, the Portland State defensive coordinator. He's a happy guy. His team playing well. Or either that or it's Kreiner's brother.
Franz will kick off. And it will go to Garland, 5 yards deep in the end zone. He will not return it. Hawaii will have another opportunity at the 20. Much time left in this game. We have 12 minutes and 26 seconds left to play in the first half. Both teams going through the air, and this game will take time to play. Hawaii suddenly stumbling and not getting anything consistent with their offense. Rolovich back at quarterback. He has thrown 2 interceptions in this game. Rolovich on a sweep to Stutzman. Goes nowhere. And Vince Monowai loses his helmet again. Loss on the play, back to the 18, loss of 2, second down and 12, and a penalty flag has been thrown.
Rainbow's trying to run their slot trap there, where you pull the guard and you hand it off to Stutzman and the running back. It's like a regular trap from like a two-back system. Holding on the Warriors.
See if Portland State will take the penalty or whether they will decline it.
Holding on the offense is declined. The down is number 2.
The official marking it off.
Well, it's the first game for them too, you know.
Good blocking up front. The holding's right there in the middle of the screen on the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 12 for Hawaii. And they will go to the shotgun. Rolovich. Incomplete, throws it low, intended for Colbert. On a deep crossing pattern out at the 45-yard line. He was covered and covered well by Tamoni Joyner. That'll bring up third down and 12 for Hawaii.
Jim, you mentioned that Portland State may have made their adjustments because this is the third receiver that Rolovich needs to go to. Colbert deep because he's looking short for Channing Harris. He's covered. He looks for Stutzman above him. He's covered. Portland State's defensive secondary still playing man-to-man defense, doing a good job of staying with the receivers.
Hawaii is 0 for 3 in their last 3 third down conversions. So the attempts are negative. They have to try to convert here. 3rd and 12 from their own 18. Rolovich now throws, and it is complete to Colbert, but short of the first down out at the 26-yard line. Justin Colbert making his first catch of the season, and the Warriors will come in and punt. It's tough not to say Rainbows. I'll tell you this, the Rainbows, they may make a comeback if the Warriors don't get off to a good start. Dan Berriman in the punt. Wobbler. Floyd takes it at the 40. He's tough. They wedge him to the turf, and here comes another penalty flag. 34-yard punt and only a 2-yard return, and we'll have to wait until this penalty is assessed and adjudicated. Joaquin Avila there to make the tackle for the Warriors.
I think you might have a few penalties on this. Blocking. I saw blocking behind the back and maybe a face mask on the Warriors. Late hit.
Dennis McKnight is not pleased.
They're going to call his face mask on the Warriors.
Special teams coach, known for his emotion.
We have an incidental face mask on the defense. 5 yards from the end of the run. It'll be first down, Portland State.
Portland State will have great coverage there. There's number 23, Butts. And there's the face mask. And they call it that incidental. That looked like a little pull, but incidental. He grabbed, he let go, 5 yards. If you pull too hard, then it's 15.
It's a judgment call. First down for Portland State at their own 47-yard line. Terry Charles at 6'4". He is a deep threat, and they proved that already. He dropped a touchdown pass earlier. Done. With room across midfield and is whacked down at the Warrior 47-yard line. Shondell Tucker there to make the tackle.
Good Gain on first down by Portland State, running to their left. Instead of trying to attack the middle, good job sealing Joe Correa to the inside. Dunn able to bounce to the outside and get 6 yards. Good play on first down.
Charles and Bryant are the wide receivers. They are flanked to the right. 2nd down and 4 from the Warrior 47-yard line for the Vikings. Here's Dunn trying to turn the corner. Sam Armstrong spins him out of bounds close to the first down marker. He may be short, and I believe he is about a yard. That will bring up 3rd down. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left to play in the first half. 12-10. 2 defensive gems for scores. 51-yard, rather 67-yard, excuse me, 67-yard touchdown jaunt by Tino Retamosa. And then an interception for a touchdown, 17 yards by Steve Morse. 3rd and 1. Dunn is the single setback. Blanchard may quarterback sneak. Nope, gives it to Dunn. Dunn is hit at the line of scrimmage, but spins and backs his way for the first down. Pisa Tinoy Samoa, who has come into the game. And that's the first time that he has played at middle linebacker as he replaces Rinda Brooks. Tinoy Samoa from Vista, California. There you see the Hawaii. That's Kevin Lempa, the defensive coordinator, on your left.
From San Diego Chargers. Runs a similar defense to McMacken, the defense coordinator last year, but he believes in a lot more man-to-man coverage and man blitzing as well as zone blitzing.
First down for Portland State at the 42-yard line of the Warriors. Dunn slipping through into the secondary and gets to the 35-yard line. Good gain on first down. That will bring up 2nd down and 3 for Portland State. Keani Alapa just into the game, and Jacob Espial flying up from the secondary, double team. Dunn.
You know, Portland State's able to get 6-7 yards on first down. That's going to make it very easy for their offense. Rainbow's Warriors doing a job of missing tackles here. He breaks 1 tackle via Sua. Pisa standing still. He runs by Pisa and gets upfield.
Blanchard on 2nd down and 3, rolling. Throws up the sideline, and that is incomplete. Overthrew Terry Charles. Charles had turned around and started to backpedal. If he did not, he would have been clear for the score. And that pass just overthrown and just out of the reach. That brings up 3rd down, short yardage, 3rd and 3 from the 35-yard line of the Warriors. Now you see Rich Miano, who played 11 years in the National Football League, was a walk-on out of Kaiser High School in Honolulu. Ended up with the New York Jets, Philadelphia Eagles. And he is the secondary coach for Hawaii. Terry Charles is flanked to the far side, number 7. And he is dangerous. Triple wide receiver to the near side. And the single setback remains done on 3rd and 3 from the 35. Blanchard throws, and that is complete inside the 25-yard line to Terry Charles. And that's a first down for Portland State. And Portland State, very significant progress in a very orderly way. Controlling the ball.
One of the keys of the game, ball control offense. This is a good ball control drive by Portland State. Blanchard checking off on the line of scrimmage, sees that Hawaii is in a blitz. The linebacker stepping up the field. Quick out to Charles in the flat.
Rainbow's changing personnel defensively. This is Dunn. Dunn is hit at the line of scrimmage. Tried to follow the block of Steve Jakubowski, the fullback. But the Rainbows were able to cave in on the side of the line, and Rinda Brooks came up. I should say Warriors, but I will slip. That's for sure. Rinda Brooks came up to make the stop when it's been Warriors for 35 years.
How many years you been doing the game?
35 years. Yes. Here come the Vikings. They have not changed their nickname. 8:16 left. 2nd down and 10, just inside the Warrior 25. This is Dunn weaving into the secondary and very close to the first down. All the way to the 17-yard line of Nakor. Jacob Espiau from the secondary making the tackle.
Good blocking by the left side of that offensive line for Portland State. Leisure and Andreas sealing everyone to the inside. Dunn bouncing to the outside. And just a strong safety, Espiau waiting for him.
Last week, Dunn, 26 carries, 159 yards, and 1 touchdown. Tonight, 14 carries, already 53 yards. Third down and a long 2. They have to go to the 19-yard line for the first down. Blanchard chased out of the pocket. Rolling. Now throws back. That's complete inside the 5 to Jackson. And Antonio Jackson is spun down at the 3-yard line. What a throw by Blanchard. 15-yard gain for Portland State. And Blanchard ad-libbed his way out of trouble as the pocket collapsed. Rolled to the near side and then threw back across the field and hit Jackson perfectly.
Big play by Blanchard. Robert Kemford coming from his left on a linebacker blitz. Blanchard able to bubble to the outside and throw across his body. Find Antonio Jackson. Big play by Blanchard.
So it is 1st and goal to go for Portland State. Most impressive on this drive. Most impressive. Dunn. Touchdown. And he made it look easy. So Dunn gets the first offensive touchdown for Portland State. 6:49 left to play. And they'll go for 2. And it is now 18-10 Portland State. The Vikings, a 1AA team, went from Division II to 1AA in 1996. 18 players were then redshirted as Tim Walsh started to build for the future. This is the payoff year. This is the year that he collects the dividends for his 5-year plan. And Portland State down 10-0. They've scored 18 unanswered points. 2 sensational defensive plays. And now Dunn angling off the left side and high-stepping, almost cakewalking into the end zone. We shall return for the try for point. (18-10) Portland State. 18 straight points, as we mentioned. They have now assumed the lead over the Warriors of Hawaii. Now they come out to try for 2. Dunn is a single setback. They come out and put the tight end on the left side. In motion is Bryant. Blanchard throws, and it's batted back. They have yet to make an extra point. Robert Kemford getting his hand up to bat that ball.
Good blocking up front by the offensive line, sealing all the green jerseys to the inside. You see all the white jerseys to the outside, green jersey to the inside. Dunn able to go to the corner of the end zone untouched. Big play by number 26. Previously, he let Blanchard bumbled out. That time going for the upfield shoulder and blocking the football.
And that's Kemford. 10 plays, 53 yards, 4 minutes and 4 seconds of elapsed time. And Dunn with that cakewalking, high-stepping prance into the end zone from 2 yards out. 18-10 Portland State. Let's go down to Brooks-Berry.
Thank you very much, Jim. You know, a while ago we were talking about Chris Pinckney. He had left the game. We have since talked to doctors and found out exactly what his situation is. He had a sensation of an irregular heartbeat, and of course that's nothing you want to mess with. They took him into the locker room, talked to him. That feeling of an irregular heartbeat went away. He's now feeling better, but as a precautionary measure, they have put him in an ambulance and they're taking him to an area hospital. They're going to put him on an EKG or an electrocardiogram, and they're going to check him out. Again, it was a fleeting thing. He had that sensation. He's now feeling better, but you just don't want to mess with something like that, so they're going to take him to the hospital and check him out. So Chris Pinckney done for the night.
Kickoff goes again to Garland in the corner. 27-yard line, and it will be first down there for the Warriors. 2001 models are in, and your Hawaii Volkswagen dealers are offering great introductory prices. Hawaii Volkswagen dealers always at the heart of Hawaii.
George Lumpkin, the linebacker coach, talking to his defense. Coach Lempa upstairs. George Lumpkin, the associate head coach, linebacker coach, on the field.
So Hawaii has stalled offensively. I mean, they are in the doldrums. They have not moved. Nick Rolovich has thrown 2 interceptions, one of them returned for a touchdown by Steve Morse. So the Warriors begin play at their 20-27. Reta Moses showing blitz. Now he backs off. Rolovich, that's complete. Short pattern. Stutzman with the reception. Marcus Robinson, who had 11 tackles last week against Western Washington and leads the team in that department, able to halt the progress of Stutzman. Gain on the play of close to 7 yards. Second down, a long 3. All out just short of the, rather just over the 34. Rolovich lofts it to Stutzman. Good over the shoulder catch. 50-45 out of bounds at the 42-yard line of the Vikings. Rolovich showing good control that time, and Stutzman looking back to his right and having it nestle gently into his arms. 26-yard gain for the Warriors. And the first down at the 41 of Portland State.
Good blocking up front. Nick Rolovich buying some time, allowing his receiver to get downfield. And what Coach Jones is doing is putting Nick Rolovich in a position where not force him to make a lot of decisions and just make plays and build his confidence.
Lally and Colbert are the wide receivers. Shannon Harris is flanked inside of Lally to the right. First down from the 41. Afatia Thompson runs into his own man. Vince Monowai may have gotten an assist on that tackle. Actually, it appeared as if he had grabbed.
He was going to try to grab Afatia and just kind of give him the old Samoan fling down the field.
That's the 3rd year in a row that San Jose State has defeated Stanford 40-27.
That's how the coach keeps his job. You beat Stanford, they'll keep you at San Jose State forever.
San Jose State must have taken that bus ride around the Stanford campus. The coach did that last year just to show them the difference between how the big time lives. And they did it again today. Smacked them good. Harris in motion. Second down. Rolovich throws long over the middle. It's tipped. Intended for Colbert. Colbert is a tough target at 5'7", 153. That ball went off the hands of Marcus Robinson. Third down and 10 for Hawaii at the 41-yard line.
Good tip by Marcus Robinson there. Rolovich just trying to get it over Robinson's head into Colbert's hands, but Robinson's just too tall and going up for the football.
Portland State, by the way, is currently 0-6 under Tim Walsh when facing Division 1A opponents. But they lead here 18-10 over Hawaii. Big play, third down and 10 from the 41-yard line of Portland State. Rolovich throws, and it's knocked down. Intended for Stutzman. Excellent coverage by Steve Morse. He's already returned one for a touchdown. That will bring up fourth down for Hawaii.
Again, Steve Morse staying man-to-man coverage on Greg Stutzman. Good coverage up, breaks on the football, and just hits the ball free just as the ball's about to be in Stutzman's hands.
Dan Ehrman back to punt. And Rashad Floyd standing inside the 10-yard line. Brian Smith is the long snapper, and he is a very good one. Coming down at the 5. That could be down. Takes a Warrior bounce. And it'll be inside the 10. So credit Berryman. Berryman appeared as if he just walked on today. I mean, he wasn't on the two deeps. He wasn't on the overall roster. Here he is. That's an excellent punt. Those things happen. 33-yard punt and no return. So now Portland State, who put together a 4-minute drive to score the last time, will go back to work. This time deep in their own territory. The ball just over the 8-yard line. 5:19 left to play in the first half. Portland State leading 18-10 over Hawaii. Terry Charles is flanked to the far side. He is a deep threat. Single coverage on Charles. Van Armstrong. In motion is Hester, the tight end. Ball is given to Dunn. He's hit inside the 10-yard line. Line of scrimmage being the 8. They may give him a yard.
Big hit by Pisa Tinoi Samoa from his middle linebacker position. Right in the middle of the screen there, number 10, breaking. Good job of a linebacker. Staying inside-out relationship on the running back. As soon as he sees a white jersey, he fills the gap and makes a good open field tackle.
Tinoi Samoa playing in the middle. Second down and 8. Crowd trying to help the Warriors. Portland State deep in their own territory. Blanchard throws back. That is complete to Terry Charles. Breaks to the outside, and it's a race down the sideline. And Dean Miller finally deposits him in front of the Rainbow bench. What a great play call by Portland State. Getting Charles on the outside. Excellent block to spring him free. 29-yard gain, and here come the Vikings again.
Great play call against that defense, because what the Rainbows are running, they're running a blitz or stunt right into the quarterback. They run that wide receiver screen to the outside, and like you said, Jim, it's a foot race. Dean Miller saving the touchdown.
Able to get around to Fiamma Armstrong on the far side. And Fiamma blocked to the inside as Terry Charles went to the outside. First down at the 39-yard line for Portland State. They convert. Here's Dunn again. Goes around Armstrong. And finally pulling him down, or at least hindering his progress as he went out of bounds, was Jacob Espial. Or they're picking on Flex around that corner, Flex Armstrong.
Number 6, Charles Chip Dunn. His nickname is Chip. Makes a great move on Flex. Armstrong on the perimeter. A little jab step to the inside, just enough to Flex to bite in the move, and then breaks to the outside.
4 minutes, 21 seconds left in the first half. 18-10 Portland State. Blanchard, Dunn, 17 carries, 67 yards, and 1 touchdown. Blanchard to Dunn, hit at the line of scrimmage, and he may be short of the first down. That will bring up third down, less than a yard. Ball just short of midfield. Robert Kempfert there to plug the middle for the green-shirted Warriors of Hawaii. They will measure for the first down, but I think they're decidedly short. This officiating crew, I think they're, unless the sticks are in the wrong position, but they should be at least a couple of feet short, maybe a foot.
Gee.
And they're going to measure that?
Well, you know, it might be their first game, too. You know, Mike's not working. I don't know where my button is. Is that the first down? I'm not sure. Let's go measure it. Let's practice that measuring routine.
Tim Walsh is saying they measured it. We're that far away and they measured it. So this is third down, another third down situation for Portland State. And they have converted their last 3 third down conversion attempts. Third down, less than a yard. Jacobowski hit immediately, but he was able to glance off and get to midfield, enough for the first down.
Jacobowski is a big body, 6'1", 235, able just to lean forward for that first down.
But they are controlling the ball, and they are controlling the clock, and they are putting together a sustained drive. They meaning Portland State.
Good surge by that offensive line. Jakubowski, Mike Yosua has him in the backfield, but Jakubowski, big, strong guy, able to lean forward for that first down.
The ball at midfield for Portland State. They lead 18-10. We're in the second quarter. 3:44 left to play. In motion is Hester. Here's Dunn again. Dunn knifes to the 48, maybe the 47. Shoe comes flying out of there as he enters the mix master. And it's Hester's shoe, the tight end.
What Portland State is doing is getting into their routine. They run a lot of fronts offensively. 2 tight ends, no tight ends. They run 2 people in the backfield, 1 person. A lot of shifting, trying to confuse the Warrior defense.
Ball is at the 48-yard line. And Portland State in no hurry. Keeps the Warrior offense off the field. And that defense has been on the field now here in the second quarter for a long time. Second down and 8. Bryant in motion, number 2. Ball is kept by Blanchard. Throws back to Jakubowski. And he's upended short of the first down, short of the 45. Good job by D. Miller.
What the coaches like about D. Miller from his safety position, the term in football, he plays everything downhill. He always seems like he's running the ball downhill. A lot of speed, covers a lot of ground. There you see Jakubowski catches the ball. He's going to catch the ball in the flat. Then out of nowhere, number 17 shows up. Good coverage and smart enough also to cut him at his feet. Don't try to tackle him high. Big guy like that. Take him low.
Third down. This time it's 3rd down and 6. Terry Charles flanked to the far side along with Antonio Jackson. Orshawande Bryant to the near side. Those are the 3 wide receivers. Blanchard looking left now. Throws long for Charles. He's out in front. He has it. The 10, the 5, down at the 3-yard line. Shondell Tucker burned on that play. 42-yard pass. We said that Terry Charles was a deep threat, and there is an example of it right there as he torches Shondell Tucker deep.
The credit goes to the offensive line of Portland State, picking up the blitz of the Rainbows. They send a lot of people, so Shondell Tucker's all alone with Charles, man-to-man coverage. The offensive line of Portland State picks up the blitz, give Blanchard time to throw the ball down the field.
So this crowd, who had to literally battle their way into their stadium because of the traffic problems that were promised would not exist, but did, have been disappointed here in this first half. Here's Portland State knocking on the touchdown door again. Here is Dunn, same play, touchdown. No one has touched him yet on those touchdown runs inside the 5-yard line. However, we have a penalty flag. Maybe on Hawaii.
That's the same play, Jim, on that 2-point conversion, as you said, that they ran on the touchdown play previously.
Have an incidental face mask on the defense. It will be declined. Touchdown.
It is now 24.
26. The scoreboard,
26, yeah,
the scoreboard is slow. They're slow.
Very slow. There's
24. Put the 2 more on. No, they're still. There's Tim Walsh walking a little more confident now. Not still angry. He's still mad.
I told you it was 24.
26. They didn't put the 2 on.
Well, they're going to try this one for 1.
Oh, I thought. Oh.
That's up. And that's good. 25-10. I turn to you. Are you as shocked as this crowd is?
Oh,
this crowd is appalled at what they're seeing. Appalled. Two yards in 9 plays. And Dunn, his second touchdown run. A 4-yarder. Kicking off is Franz. It's a short kick. And it's taken by Flex Armstrong. And Armstrong gets out over the 25, maybe to the 27-yard line. And that's all. But this highly publicized team changes their nickname. Wants to ride that giant tsunami from last year's 9-4 team. And they have struggled here in this first half, to say the least. So Nick Rolovich from the shotgun, first down from the 28. Avion Weaver has gone in as a running back, replacing Alphatia Thompson. 1:26 left to play in the first half. This is Weaver skipping, darting, getting out to the 31. Tino Retamosa, 67-yard fumble return for a touchdown earlier in this half. Number 51 made the stop. He's taking on the reputation as a Hannibal. He's all over. Second down, long 7 from the 31. Low snap. Rolovich, the ball is tipped and slammed incomplete. Boy, Portland State just has reached out and seized this game. They not only are dominating offensively, they put together 2 very sensational drives, 2 very impressive drives. And the last one, 92-yard drive. But now defensively, this offense by the Hawaii team just not working at all. Rolovich continues to really have trouble at quarterback. Third down, trying to convert here. Rolovich now throws. That's complete to Colbert for the first down at the 45. That time, Rolovich had time to throw, read his options, and then steer it Colbert's way.
PCU playing real off the ball, not wanting anyone to break deep. Good pressure by Ransom again. Rolovich keeping his poise, finding Colbert on the flats. And then Colbert doing a smart move by getting out of bounds.
14-yard gain. First down for Hawaii on their own 45. Rolovich looks straight down the middle, chased out of the pocket, thrown down and sacked back at the 40-yard line by Chris Kane. 6'3", 242-pound senior out of Tigard, Oregon.
And this is he's a 2-year starter. Good play by Kane. Just Rolovich trying to look, get some behind. Sometimes Kane just drags him down, one arm.
Credit the secondary for Portland State. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. And Portland State leading here 25-10. That's 25 unanswered points after the Warriors went out to a 10-0 lead.
And here's Portland State. People say you're an underdog. You're one double A team. You shouldn't be on the field. They fall behind 10-0. It's time to believe that. Hawaii runs an onside kick. Hey, these people have no respect for us at all. Build some momentum. Now, men on the white believe.
That onside kick was ill-advised. Not to say that it's the crowning difference in this game, but it was really ill-advised because it became a matter of respect, and that kind of charged up Portland State. They haven't looked back. .36 seconds left in a first half that will be chewed over by the coaching staff and by the people, as we say, who really had to struggle to get into the stadium today. Rolovich again in the shotgun. Second down and 15 from the 40. Rolovich throws long. Lally throws it short, and that is incomplete. Right with Lally was Rashad Floyd.
Yeah, Lally had 2 steps on Floyd. The ball slightly underthrown. Number 8, Lally. Number 4, Rashad. There, Lally had about 2 steps. Ball underthrown, and they gave Floyd enough time to recover.
And another third down conversion facing Hawaii. Hawaii 2 for 7 and third down conversions in this first half. Lally is flanked to the far side. Colbert to the near side. Harris and Stutzman in the slot. 3rd down 15 from the 40. Rolovich in trouble. And they sack him back inside the 35 to the 34. And Portland State just dominating now as we come down to the final seconds of a very troubling first half for the University of Hawaii football team. 2nd sack, Maciag, Ryan Maciag there to grab him, hold on to him, and wrestle him to the ground.
Yes, making a great move on the outside between Keenan Forney and Vince Munawai.
So the Hawaii offense has gone over to the far side to chat with June Jones. It almost seemed as if June Jones this week, looking at him, he was troubled. I mean, he wasn't the usual gregarious June Jones. He was still very even keel about everything, but you could see that there were uncertainties going into this game. And one of those uncertainties was an offensive line that was untested and a quarterback that had a great reputation coming out of the junior college ranks, but had not taken a Division I snap. Well, there is work to be done as they trail 25 to 10. Berriman is in with 13 seconds left to play. Brian Smith, the long snapper. Berriman line drives this to Rashad Floyd, lets it go by, and it will go inside the 10 as time will run out of the first half. Portland State 25 and Hawaii 10. Portland State, the underdog, coming into Aloha Stadium tonight, has outplayed the Warriors of Hawaii.
Welcome back to Aloha Stadium, where at halftime we have a surprise. At least most people, I believe, would categorize this as a surprise. The Vikings of Portland State taking it to the Rainbows at halftime, up 25 to 10. You know, a couple years ago, the Rainbows did not win a game. They went 0-12. They got a new coach from the NFL, June Jones, and he came in last year and really worked miracles with this team. Last year, Hawaii, from going 0-12, goes 9-4, the biggest single-season turnaround in NCAA history. And Coach Jones, perhaps the most popular man in Hawaii these days. Before tonight's game, our play-by-play man, Jim Leahy, sat down with Coach June Jones to talk football.
In a recent interview, Andre Agassi said that when he is playing at center court against Pete Sampras before a capacity crowd and a worldwide television audience, he says he really likes what he feels. He says that's an emotion that very few people can really imagine. When you're coaching on the sidelines of a Division I college game for the University of Hawaii, what do you feel?
Well, every game you get those butterflies, and you get that adrenaline rush, when you come on and see the kids introduced and the crowd, before the game. You're moving fast, and it is something that you kind of live for. You live for these 12 games the whole year for that feeling. But better than that feeling is the feeling walking off knowing that you won a game, and that's really what you play for. And I think that moment Saturday night, the thing that we really have to guard against is being too high. We've been kind of waiting, wanting to play all week, and we're a real emotional team anyway. Our guys play with a lot of heart and a lot of enthusiasm, and so we have to make sure that we play with poise and confidence and don't let that emotion create a problem for us.
That feeling on the sidelines, does it sanctify and codify who you are as a human being?
Well, I think it does in a sense, yes. This has been my life, my whole adult life, and really since the time I was 15 years old, I've been involved in football, and so from that standpoint, it does, I think, make you feel good when you wake up in the morning, and you know, makes you look forward to going to practice, and you know, waiting for the games on Saturday night, and then after the games, and you know, dealing with the little things that you have to deal with, win, lose, or draw, and you know, that really does define your whole probably life, I guess, when you look at it that way.
How important is winning?
You know, winning is what we're out here to do, and you know, that's what we want to. You know, that's what we want to be. We want to be winners, and you know, I think I've been around it long enough to know that you learn from all the situations you're in. It's certainly a whole lot funner to win, and you know, that's what you want to be. You know, I know coaches all the time say winning's the only thing, but to me, it's probably not the only thing. For me, it's what I want to do. It's what we want to do. But I look at it, if it doesn't work the way that you want it to, then you know, the reason, you know, what are the reasons for? Why didn't we accomplish what we wanted? Let's get better at it and do it next week, and forget about that one and go to the next one. And so it's kind of a challenge every week to get everybody up to play.
Let me ask you about the overall condition of the program coming out of last year and then now going into this year. Now the tests begin. Now the showcase, the show, the curtain will open. You know, all of that. The show must go on. I know that you've thought a lot about, gee, have we done enough? Have we done things like that? Have we done things like this? But there's got to be more confidence this year going into the first game as it was last year.
Well, there is. I mean, you know, there's more knowns. You know, we didn't really know what we had. We didn't know what we had gotten ourselves into last year when we played SC. This year, you know, we have returning players that know our system. We have, you know, recruited kids that we know, you know, are our kind of people. There's a lot more knowns, you know, than unknowns. You know, we have still a long way to go to be where I would like to be, but the start and the nucleus is here, and we just got to keep building on it, and we got to keep pressing on, and there's going to be valleys, there's going to be adversity, and you got to push on through it, and you got to you know, see down the line, you know, that you can reach the goals that you want to reach, and you know, and we're going to do that.
Going into this season, going into any season, that's when the busy time starts. But it's a year-round kind of thing. When is the downtime for you? Well,
I have, to be quite honest, the downtime hasn't happened to me yet. I wish that, you know, Jim Donovan told me I needed to take 3 weeks off before I started the season, and I didn't do it. And I wish I had, to be quite honest, because you know, I've been, since I hit the island, you know, January of '99, I've gone nonstop, and I'm just, you know, excited that the season's here, so I can zero in on the football. And the last month has been good for me. It's like therapy, you know, getting back on the field and talking in the film rooms and seeing the players. And that's, you know, really, to be quite honest, that's my strength, and that's where all of us as coaches, our strength is when the players get here. All that other stuff, you know, we do because we have to do it, but we live or die with the players and being on the field with them and in the meetings, and that's what we love, and that's why we'll be successful.
It's halftime at Aloha Stadium, where the Vikings of Portland State are up 25-10 on the home Warriors from Hawaii. We'll be back with more right after this. 25-10, your halftime score. Portland State out on top of the home Warriors from Hawaii. Brooks Bear down on the field here at Aloha Stadium. And we've got a very special halftime guest, a man who wore the green and white for the Rainbow Warriors back in the 50s. And this is Dr. Charles Araki, who was a member of the famous in Hawaii 1955 Rainbow Warrior team. They're so well remembered because in 1955 they went up to and knocked off a very tough up there, perhaps the biggest win in University of Hawaii football history. And I've got to ask, year before, you were thumped here in Hawaii by that same Nebraska team 50. Yes, 5-0-0. You go up to Lincoln and you take it to the Huskers. How in the world did you pull it off?
Well, that was in September 5th, 45 years ago in 1955. We went up with about 22 players. And, well, we had nothing to lose, and we had a go-for-broke attitude. And I think all the guys came through, you know. It was basically a defensive game. They tried to run over us, but Actually, in those days, we used a 7-man line, an 8-man line, and a 9-man line. So we stopped them on the ground. And lo and behold, they didn't pass on us, so we were able to stop them. It was a defensive game.
Now, I understand you had a traveling squad in those days of 22 people. When you got to Nebraska, what were you greeted by?
Well, we were greeted by comments like, well, you guys over here to scrimmage, the big red one, and the local papers there, I think it was Omaha Tribune or what, said that Hawaii is here to play a scrimmage game. And the coach showed us that article, and all the players said, scrimmage game. Well, we'll give them a game at least. You know, instead of a scrimmage game, maybe we'll give them a real game. So luckily, we went out there and beat them 6-0, you know.
That must have been something. A Hawaii squad goes up with 22 people, and they take on a Nebraska team that I believe had close to 100 players. You guys were playing both sides of the ball.
Right. Most of us played 60 minutes, 60 minutes of ball, played both defense and offense. And I think all the guys who went up there had one thing in mind, you know, to get there and beat them and have a good time and represent Hawaii the best we could, because nobody gave us a chance. So we had that go for broke attitude that I think in the end fared well for us, you know.
Dr. Rocky, one last question. The Rainbows favored in this game, trailing at halftime. What's going to happen in the second half? And excuse me, the Warriors. See that? It's inbred in me.
Yeah, Warriors. I think that's very appropriate. They'll come back. The University of Hawaii Warriors will come back the second half. They just got to get the kinks out, I think, in the first half.
All right. A former Rainbow Warrior, now a fan of the Warriors, thinking that Hawaii is going to come back in the second half. We'll be back with more halftime festivities right after this.
Making the Vikes house your house is the easiest way to big-time.
Portland State leading 25-10. Portland State, a Division I AA team against the Hawaii Warriors. 25-10, and it's really a tale of two different quarters. This game really flip-flopped around. In the first quarter, Portland State had 47 yards of total offense, and Hawaii had 174. Then in the second quarter, Portland State on two drives, two long, time-consuming, but very impressive drives, 137 yards in total offense, and Hawaii only 41 yards in total offense. So Portland State really shut down Hawaii, and they have scored 25 unanswered points after dropping behind 10-0. The halftime stats you see in the total yards now, 215 for Hawaii, 194 for Portland State, but points off turnovers, 12. One, a 67-yard fumble return by Tino Retamosa, and then a 19-yard touchdown interception run by Steve Morse. And it has been Portland State's ability to put its offense together and then sting the Rainbow offense with very good, solid defense. And the Rainbows kind of, rather not Rainbows, but Warriors kind of shook their head when they ran off this field. It will drive you crazy. It's no longer Warriors, but to us, I guess it always will be. More to come. Second half, 25-10, Portland State over Hawaii. June Jones knows that his team must mount some comebacks and at the same time shut down Portland State, who has gained in confidence as this particular matchup has gone along.
Well, you know, said in the halftime, Jim, tale of two quarters. What started the switch of the leadership was big plays by the defense of Portland State. University of Hawaii needs to come up with some big plays to turn the momentum going back in their direction.
Hawaii will receive at the start of the second half. First Hawaiian Bank will contribute $25,000 to the University of Hawaii Athletic Scholarship Fund if this kick is returned for a touchdown. First Hawaiian Bank, where you get greater returns on your CDs. The power of yes. Armstrong and Garland are deep. It will go to Flex Armstrong on the 2. Spun down over the 35-yard line. Got to a lane and started to accelerate. And finally, they pull him down, and we may have a penalty flag.
Call the Warriors for blocking in the back. And Dennis McKnight does not like the call. He argued with the official. But he's not going to win this argument.
So Nick Rolovich over on the sidelines.
On the return,
Rolovich has not had a good first half. He started well. Only about 3 minutes into the game, a 22-yard touchdown pass to Ashley Lally. Since that time, he has thrown 2 interceptions, and he has not made the best of decisions. He's been chased out of the pocket. So it is a matter of confidence as we start the second half. The penalty moves the ball all the way back to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 from that spot. This is Avion Weaver. Weaver to the 18. Avion, the senior out of Sacramento, California.
Warriors did this last year as the Rainbows did it last year. You start off the first half with Alpha Tia Thompson. Second half go to this guy, number 20, Avion Weaver. Good blocking by Louis Fuata, the left tackle.
Last year, Weaver 645 yards and 4 touchdowns. His best game last season, 125 yards at San Jose State. Rolovich to Weaver, big hole. Headbutts his way to the 25, and that is enough for the first down. Tino Retamosa, who's played marvelously well for Portland State, there to help Weaver's progress.
One of our keys to the game for the Rainbows was running the football. And what Jones is doing 2 things, trying to establish that run, bring that secondary up more to try to guard against the run, so open passing lanes, but also take some pressure off of Nick Rolovich.
4 wide receiver set. They go back into the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 25. Rolovich sets up the screen. That's complete to Weaver. 30, 40, 41.
Good looking screenplay by the Rainbows. You see the 2 guards, Vince Manuwai, and the center, Smith in the front. Blocking with. Now what those linemen need to do, however, they need to run upfield and get their body on a white jersey, because the running back is going to react to their blocks.
Hawaii trying to open the second half with some confidence and a sustained drive. 14-yard gain on that last play. First down from their own 40-yard line. Rolovich from the shotgun lays it off to Weaver, looking for blocking, gets it 45 midfield, finally backs his way to the 46-yard line of Portland State. Ron Granderson finally halted his progress. Another 14-yard gain for Avion Weaver.
The last time Avion Weaver was carrying the football was in the Wahoo Bowl, where he was the MVP of that victory game for the Rainbows. Now he's a Warrior, catches in the flat. Great block by 76 Manly Kanoa on the perimeter, allowing Avion to cut up field. Super block from the leader on the offensive line, Manly Kanoa.
So Hawaii starting at their own 11-yard line, now advancing the ball to the 46 of Portland State. Lully and Harris are flanked to the far side, along with Stutzman. He is slotted to the right. And Colbert is flanked to the left. First down from the 46-yard line. In motion is Channon Harris. Rolovich. That's complete to Harris at the 30. Harris rolled up at the 28-yard line. That is a first down. 18-yard gain.
Nick Rolovich throwing the football like he did in the first quarter, making a quick decision. Seeing Channon Harris, on the top of the screen, settling in the zone. Rolovich puts it right on the money. Threads the needle. Good decision by Nick Rolovich and putting the ball right on the money to Channon Harris.
First down for the Warriors on the 28-yard line. Hawaii trailing 25-10. Start of the second half. Trying to keep this sustained drive going. From the shotgun again, Rolovich. Quick pass. Avion Weaver looking for blocking. And Weaver inside the 25. And we'll see where they put it. They could put it at the 21. That's a gain on that play of 7. 2nd down and 8. Lamar Caesar just into the game at cornerback. 5'11", the sophomore out of Spanaway, Washington. Made the tackle for Portland State. So Hawaii has the ball just inside the 22. 2nd down, a long 3. This is where, however, the yards get tough.
And Lamar Caesar on that play, saving the touchdown.
Rolovich 4 for 4 for 53 yards on this drive. 2nd down from the 22. Rolovich throws it to the sideline, and Stutzman unable to get there. Rolovich could have been throwing it away. Penalty flag flies in the backfield. We could have holding. And we'll see. Could be holding or no, personal foul against Portland State.
They're going to call number 40. Bobby Morgan for number 40, Chris Gaines, roughing the passer on Nick Rolovich. Looking at the wrong side of the column there. There you see the ball's thrown, going for the head. He's going to be called there, not because he went for the head of the receiver. You can't touch the head.
Personal foul on the defense. Half the distance, 1st down.
Big penalty. Half the distance to the goal line and 1st down.
11:41 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Ball is placed at the 11. The ball is at the 11. Why are they having goal to go? The chains have to be stretched out. They can get another 1st down at the 1. Finally, they figure it out.
And again, everyone's going through their first game blues.
Rolovich from the shotgun with Weaver back there with him. Ball is handed off to Weaver, trying to find running room, and is halted at the 10 and thrown back. In on a play of about 1, maybe 2, when they give him forward progress. Marquez Robinson out of Inglewood, California, went to Southwestern JC. Came into this game with 3 sacks from the Western Washington confrontation last week. So the ball just inside the 10. 2nd down. Remember, Hawaii can get a 1st down at the 1. Now timeout has been called by Hawaii as the clock started ticking down. Rolovich calls the timeout. We will too. Hawaii trailing by 15, but knocking. Back at Aloha Stadium, get the latest UH sports stories and video when you log on to KHNL.com. Sponsored by Aloha Airlines. Expect more. 2nd down, the ball just inside the 10-yard line. Lully to the right, Colbert to the left. Rolovich tipped, incomplete. Rolovich throwing deep into the end zone for Lully. Stutzman had cut across, and Stutzman was open in about the middle of the end zone, but the ball not thrown in his direction.
Number 51, middle linebacker Tino Retomoza, almost coming up with another pick, getting up, tipping the football. He's having a great game so far.
So Hawaii here doesn't have the depth in that passing attack, so the patterns have to be quick, and the pattern has to be run exactly right, and the ball thrown with authority and expertise. 3rd down. Rolovich stumbling a bit. Has time. Now he doesn't have time. Too much time. Did not pull the trigger. And finally, Brad Ransom lowered the boom.
And that might just be a good decision. Rolovich not throwing the ball, not forcing an interception. There he is, has a lot of time, no one open. Credit the defensive secondary of Portland State and Ransom finally breaking through to make a good sack on the backfield.
So Eric Hannum has come in to try the field goal 35-yarder. Slight angle to the left out of the hold of Bronson Liana. Placed, kicked, and it is good. So Hannum with a field goal that makes it 25-13, but still Portland State in control. Hawaii able to put a sustained drive together, but they don't get the touchdown. They have to settle for the field goal.
At this point, June Jones just trying to get his quarterback, his young quarterback, some confidence, and that might be the best thing about that drive, starting at the 10-yard line, giving confidence to Nick Rolovich.
So Hannum with that 35-yarder, and he made it look easy. Award-winning season. This Budweiser fact: Warrior head coach June Jones was named the 1999 National Coach of the Year by CNN Sports Illustrated, by the American Football Coach and Shuff Sports, and by the Sporting News. His team has struggled tonight, and they trail 25-13.
Here we are with the Warriors about to kick off. The strength of this team, we said in the beginning, Jim, is the defense. If the Warriors are going to win this football game, it's going to be because of the defense. It has to create turnovers and put the Warrior offense in good field position.
Warriors will kick off. Oshawante Bryant and Rashad Floyd deep for the Vikings. Kicking off will be Jake Huggins. Huggins is from Oregon. He's from Strayton, Oregon, but he went to Iolani in high school. He's a senior, and he will kick off for Hawaii. Short kick. Coming up to take it is Bryant. 25-29. So Portland State, who was oh so masterful in 2 long drives at the end of the first half, will put the ball in play here in the second half. Deep threat, Terry Charles. At 6'4", 196 pounds, he has bothered the Rainbow defensive backs deep. Lonnie Williams has come into the game on special teams, and Williams was credited with that last tackle. So Armstrong and Tucker at the corners. Dean Miller and Jacob Espiau are the safeties in that defensive secondary. First down from the 29 for Portland State. Blanchard gives it to Dunn. And Dunn wedged to the turf early in his run. Flex Armstrong coming up from the secondary to apply the pressure.
Good run support by number 34, Flex Armstrong, for his corner position. But credit the inside guys too, giving no cutback area to Dunn, and Flex Armstrong able to come upfield, make a tackle. Rinda Brooks coming from the inside out position, making the play.
Chris Brown and Chris Wigger, the offensive lineman, Brown, the defensive lineman, jawing at each other. Second down and 10 from the 29. It is Dunn again, trying to get outside, and the secondary comes up and plugs him. That could be a loss of a yard. Dean Miller first to the scene. Shondell Tucker right there too.
You can see number 17 not in your screen now. He's going to show up in a hurry, get in the backfield, forcing the running back to run along parallel to the line of scrimmage, and then a lot of help from the green jersey, Shondell Tucker and Rinda Brooks.
Third down, long yardage. Bryant and Terry Charles come out to the near side. Blanchard to throw. Long, Charles out in front. Has it at the 35. At the 20. Touchdown, Portland State, and he burns the secondary again. And Shondell Tucker can only slap his hands in frustration. What was particularly hurtful for the Hawaii team that time, it was a passing situation. Everyone knew that Blanchard would put it in the air. And there's the deep threat again, Terry Charles, 72-yard touchdown.
But add to that, you had double coverage. You had Dee Miller sitting in the safety position to help out Shondell Tucker. And Terry Charles gets beyond both of them for the touchdown.
31-13. 32-13. Portland State. Another sensational play by the Vikings. And they remain in control. Portland State, a shocker. 72-yard touchdown pass from Blanchard to Charles. And Charles out in front, those long loping strides, able to gather it in. And he was able to beat double coverage. Beat Shondell Tucker. And he also beat Dee Miller. Franz will kick off. And that ball will bounce out of bounds. Verizon Hawaii is proud to sponsor the University of Hawaii football Kick for Cash promotion. For every field goal made by the University of Hawaii, Verizon Hawaii will contribute $200 to Hawaii literacy and award lucky fans with exciting prizes. It's easy to enter. Just stop by any Verizon phone mart. Well, Tim Walsh is 0-6 against Division I teams. And remember, we talked about his plan to bring Portland State into prominence, especially on the 1AA level. They finally reached 63 scholarships. That's the limit on 1AA. 1A, the big boys, so to speak, you have 85 scholarships. First down, the ball at the 35 because the kickoff went out of bounds. Rolovich looking to lay the ball off, kind of threw it into the turf, didn't he?
Yeah, he just threw it away. Good recognition by the Portland State defense, seeing the screen to Avion Weaver. They closed in on it.
Now we have a late penalty flag. And when the penalty flag was thrown, the official was facing the University of Hawaii bench.
And Coach Jones is looking behind him.
Dead ball, personal foul on the offense, 15-yard penalty.
Personal foul. And it could have been called on Davey DeLaura, who was on the bench, not in the game. Let's go down to Brooks Bear.
And Jim, one thing the Rainbows are missing tonight is their receivers coach, Ron Lee. Coach Lee had triple heart bypass surgery back on August 31st. We understand he is out of the hospital and at home recovering. Coach Jones would love to have Coach Ron Lee back with the team for the UTEP game in a couple weeks, but they're missing him here tonight, and everyone down here thinking about him.
Second down, long yardage. Avion Weaver trying to turn the corner as the ball, the line of scrimmage was the 20-yard line, gets out over the 25. That will bring up third down, long yardage for the Warriors. Yes, Ron Lee, we send him our best, and we want his speedy return, but not until he is ready. Do not come back too soon.
And a big part of this, he's a big part of the success of this team in recruiting, but also the way he communicates to his receivers and knows this offense very well. Ran it for many years at St. Louis.
And he's a tremendous fellow. Third down, 19. Rolovich in trouble. Now throws, and it is incomplete. Intended for Weaver, but Weaver was like he was in a hotel lobby. It was very crowded. And so the Warriors stumble, and they will have to punt it away. When you consider the hype that went into this team following 9-4 last year and a bowl victory over Oregon State, when you consider that during the offseason, all the steps that were taken, the changing of the nickname, the raising of the ticket prices, getting people to be interested in this program again, this is a very frustrating night. for Rainbow, for
Rainbow and Warrior fans.
Yeah, Warrior fans. That's a bad punt by Berriman, and it will go out at the 46-yard line of Portland State. That will give the Vikings excellent field position, only a 26-yard punt.
And Coach, you can see Coach Tim Walsh walking up and down the sideline, working his players, encouraging them, not allowing them to let up at the least.
Show your support and cheer on your favorite UH team with the new University of Hawaii Chevron Rally Towel. The towel sports the new logo and is only $2.89 with a minimum purchase of 8 gallons of Chevron gasoline with Techron while supplies last. First down from the 49. Blanchard chased out of the pocket, sets up, throws long again. This one for Bryant. Leaping attempt at the 5-yard line. Incomplete. That time, the coverage was there. Shondell Tucker. And that will bring up second down. But Portland State not adverse to throwing the ball long, going for the knockout blow, so to speak, with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the third period. Blanchard again to throw. And that's incomplete, intended for Terry Charles. And a penalty flag goes down.
Yeah, Shondell Tucker is all over Charles. He was grabbing his jersey. They're going to call interference on Shondell Tucker.
Shondell Tucker has not had a good night.
Portland State likes this matchup. Charles against Tucker, 6'4" versus 5'9". There you see, both people are really chucking each other with their hands, but they're going to call it on Shondell Tucker.
So Terry Charles, who has...
I'll take that back. They're going to call it on Terry Charles.
Well, we haven't, I mean, the officials haven't really said
they
anything.
take forever. We have to say, got to say something. Now both men were chucking at each other.
Pass interference on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. The down will be 2.
And my apology to Shondell Tucker.
And I apologize too. I mean,
he's had a rough day. He's had a rough night. He needs a call. He needs a few plays going his direction.
Well, he's had 2 good coverages on the last 2 plays. That moves the ball back to the 34-yard line. It is second down and 25 for the Vikings. When it is second and 25, everyone in the stadium is looking at Terry Charles. He's matched up with Flex Armstrong. Blanchard wants to throw the ball on a short pattern. It was almost intercepted by Chris Brown, and that would have been a Warrior touchdown.
Chris Brown getting blocked, but then gets off the ground. You won't see it here. There he gets cut, gets off the ground, number 54, and almost coming up with that interception.
Third down and 25 for Portland State. Antonio Jackson has come into the game. He is another deep threat. Those are the big 3 receivers: Antonio Jackson, Terry Charles, and Oshawande Bryan. Third and 25. Blanchard. Bryant at the 45. At the 35. And chased out of bounds. That's enough for the first down. Tavis Campbell trying to cover on the play.
Tavis Campbell in for the injured D. Miller. D. Miller on the previous touchdown pulled up and was holding his hamstring. Great protection by the offensive line. Bryant comes from the far right side of the field, comes across the entire length of the field, able to clear on the opposite end.
38-yard first down pass, and we go down to visit with Brooks again.
Yeah, you just were talking about D. Miller. It looked like he maybe had a hamstring problem. We're told he has a cramp in his right leg, and that's one of the reasons the Rainbows are struggling to defend the pass right now. They're All-America candidate with a cramp and on the sidelines.
First down, Portland State. Ball at the 28-yard line. of Nakor. Ball is given to Dunn, and he knifes from the 28 close to the 25. Anthony Smith there to pounce on him. And we'll bring up second down. Portland State has been impressive, have they not?
At this point, the offensive line is starting to take control of the football game, giving Blanchard a lot of time to look at one, look at two. You know, if Charles is not open, look for Brian. If Brian's not open, look for Jackson.
Here come the Vikings. Dunn to the 20. That will bring up third down, short yardage. Portland State has 7 consecutive third down conversions. 7. Brenda Brooks and Robert Kemper double teamed on that last play, tackling Dunn. Terry Charles comes back into the game. Also Hester at tight end. Third down and 3. 7 straight third down conversions. That is perfect football. Done. First down and more. 10 inside the 10. That play has been unstoppable tonight. It has worked consistently. 10-yard gain for Dunn.
They've run it about 4 to 5 times, and each time successfully. There, the white jerseys just seal everyone to the inside, and then Dunn bounces to the outside. Rinderbrooks trying to scrape from his linebacker position, but unable to stop Dunn.
So here come the Vikings again. 5:22 left to play in the third period. And Portland State already leading 32 to 13. And they're on the doorstep again. First down and goal to go at the 10. Looking to the end zone is Blanchard, chased out of the pocket. Now throws it away. Penalty flag. Eyes will have holding on Portland State.
Terry Charles on the sideline injured.
Holding on the Vikings, and you have to credit this team too because they're coming out of the Pacific Northwest into the tropics and the humidity. And this is not an easy game, even though it is played at night, because the humidity continues.
Last week they played in the pouring rain in front of 5,000 people. The average attendance is about 11,000. This is a big time game for them.
At last, the official.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, first down.
He's in no hurry.
He may have succumbed to the humidity too. It's still a long way to go. 5:14 left to play in the third. Ball is at the 20-yard line. And the Warriors really have been tested tonight. Troubles continue with this Portland State team. Now apparently a timeout has been called because the water people are administering to the Warriors. And Charles is down. Maybe that's it. We have an injury. Charles is down. He is out of bounds down near our truck camera.
And the humidity is getting to him because he's suffering from cramps.
Maybe cramps, you're right.
They're stretching him out. He's got cramps. D. Miller has cramps.
I mean, he's run some 100-yard dashes tonight, has he not?
He's got a reason to have some cramps.
So finally, with no timeout because of the injury, and I stand corrected, we will continue here. Charles appears to be okay. Dunn, however, just keeps that motor running, that running back Dunn at 5'8", 185, a senior out of John Muir High School in Pasadena, California. Blanchard fakes the handoff to Dunn. Being chased, being sacked.
La'anui Correa making a sack. They might call him for a face mask at the same time.
La'anui Correa out of Honolulu. And a transfer back to the University of Hawaii from UNLV. Penalty is against the Rainbows.
It's too bad for La'anui because he made a great move. Didn't bite on the play fake by Blanchard. Worked his way upfield and just closed in on the quarterback. But he got his hand on the face mask of the quarterback.
Incidental face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
Number 58. Great speed for a big guy. Reaches there. You just can't grab it. You can't touch the face mask.
They're trying to position the football now.
These officials are having a hard time. You need to go back to official school or whatever they do to learn theirs.
You have very high standards, sir. Is that incidental? That was incidental contact?
That looked like a good pull there, a good yank.
If it is the point of the infraction, then that penalty is too much if it's incidental. Oh, well. Hester comes back in, and also Terry Charles. Hester, the tight end, and Charles, the dominant wide receiver in this game. Charles flanked to the left, picked up by Shondell Tucker. D. Williams watching Antonio Jackson. In motion is Bryant. Overload the left side. Now they throw over the middle to Hester, the tight end, to the 5-yard line. Oh, great play.
Good poise by Jimmy Blanchard, because Miles Gardner's in his face in a hurry. Blanchard holds on the ball, allowed for the tight end to break in, running a middle tight end screen to Hester. You'll see great pressure in the middle by number 77, Miles Gardner. But Blanchard just taking the hit, but finding the tight end in the middle.
4:14 left to play in the third. 32-13, Portland State. Dunn usually takes off to the left. See if they give him the ball here. Dunn to the left. And he angles inside the 5-yard line on 2nd down and goal to go. And he gets down to the 2.
I've said this many times in the first half. Portland State doing a good job of ball control offense, eating the clock, being the best defense right now, keeping the offensive unit of Hawaii off the field.
32-13. I mean, this is becoming a laugher for Portland State. The Vikings, they need Vidi, Vici. 8 straight 3rd down conversions. Now Blanchard calls a timeout. It is as if this game is being paid by the hour. 3:10 left in the 3rd period. Current drive, 49 yards in 8 plays, and the elapsed time, 4 minutes and 8 seconds. 3rd down, goal to go on the Hawaii 2-yard line for Portland State. And the Vikings already lead in this game, 32-13.
Good news for the Hawaii fans. D. Miller back in the game, number 17.
Here comes Portland State. Keyshawn Lewis has come in on the wing, number 26. Throw to the end zone. Jakubowski cannot hold on. That was a very awkward throw. And Jakubowski, the fullback, had to turn and try to make a very difficult catch. Take a look at it here.
Coach Lemp gambling there, and it pays off. He sends both defensive safeties from the perimeter, blitzing, putting pressure on Jimmy Blanchard, not giving him time to set up and throw. D. Miller putting pressure on that play, and Jacob Espial.
19-yard chip shot for Dan Franz. Not good. Boy, they go all the way to the 2-yard line, and they come away with nothing. So we'll see if that gives the Warriors some emphasis here. That now is their time. We'll see if that emphasis can be turned into confidence.
Well, they need 3 touchdowns, so they need to score in a hurry and move that ball down the field. But the defense, forget about the offense, the Warrior defense has to figure out how to slow down this Portland State offense.
Well, if they're going to come back, they've got to start now. 3:02 left play in the third period.
Fisher's playing catch with the football.
Nick Rolovich doggedly back at quarterback again from the shotgun. First down from the 20. That's tipped. Tipped by Marcus Robinson. It was intended for Lully.
Jim, you said tip. This is almost a catch by Marcus Robinson, almost in his hands. Again, I'm trying to figure out what Rolovich is looking at, because Robinson is standing right in front of the receiver. Now something's happening. The receiver is not clearing the right way or something, because that ball's thrown right at the defender.
Second down and 10 from the 20. Rolovich, sideline pattern. Coming back for it is Lully. And we have a penalty flag.
They're going to call personal foul again on Chris Gaines, his second one. Giving a high elbow to Rolovich, the quarterback.
Personal foul on the defense. 15 yards from the previous spot. First down.
So Chris Gaines, 6'3", 242-pound senior, called for the personal foul, and that will give the Warriors a break. And on the penalty,
you see Rolovich settling down there, number 40 on the bottom of your screen, coming in. He's going to get called. Oh, how bad that was.
That's a judgment call there.
That's a judgment.
First down at the 35 now for Hawaii. There you see Chris Kane ready to charge again his defensive end position. Rolovich chased out of the pocket. Now throws long. Stutzman is open. And Stutzman may have caught the ball out of bounds, and he did.
Good improvision by Rolovich, scrambling to the outside, getting out of the pass rusher Ranson. There's Stutzman all alone on the sideline. Has to have one foot in. Close, but I don't think that foot was in bounds. What the heck is that? Oh, somebody's head. That's a close shot on Armstrong's head.
That's Flex Armstrong, yes.
A nice design there.
Second down and 10 from the 35 for the struggling Warriors. 2:44 left in the third. They trail 32-13. Everybody jumps, but the ball is not snapped. Because this is where the players kind of point at each other.
Legal procedure. Warriors, that's easy. Everyone moving but the ball.
5-yard penalty, previous spot. The down will be 2.
Triple wide receiver to the right now. Second down and 15 from the 30. Rolovich gives it to Avion Weaver. Breaking tackles as he runs up the middle, gets over the 40-yard line. Good run straight up the middle, 13 yards for Weaver. Tanner Cole finally tackles him.
Good draw right behind the blocking of the front three. Now Avion's going to come up gimpy after this play because his own man falls him. Forney right there, 62, laying out on the legs. And, the lineman, you want to lay a hit, but you have to make sure it's the other team.
So Hawaii now in third down conversions is 2 for 10. It's third down and 2 from the 43. Stutzman, leaping catch. Did he hold on? They say no. He did not have possession on the 40-yard line of Portland State. And that will bring up fourth down for Hawaii. And Hawaii may gamble here on fourth down.
This will be a great catch by Stutzman, laying out for the football. Definitely should have had it. And great, Stutzman himself upset with himself. And it should have been a personal foul.
Hawaii is going to gamble on fourth down. Fourth down and 2. June Jones sent the punt team back off. Why not? They trail 32-13.
It's a good call. You have to create momentum. You have to create good plays here.
Rolovich, sideline pattern, incomplete, intended for Lully. That turns the ball over to Portland State. And the frustrations continue for this Warrior team.
Good protection up front. He fires, throws. Little low, but catchable. Catchable for Lully.
Well, that allows Jimmy Blanchard now to work his magic. The ball is on the 43-yard line of Hawaii. Terry Charles is flanked to the left, and Oshawande Bryant is to the right. Rainbows show blitz. It is done. Dunn is rolled down by Shondell Tucker, and a late flag. 1:47 left to play in the third period. Dunn is driving the Rainbow defense crazy.
Yeah, they're going to call face mask on Tucker. Rainbow's running a safety blitz. D. Miller goes for up top, forces the ball carrier inside. Not enough support coming from the inside. Allows Tucker to work out on the perimeter, and there's the face mask.
Incidental
Tucker.
face mask, 5-yard penalty on the defense. It'll be first down.
Carried 26 times, and he was able to net 159 yards. Tonight he has carried the ball 27 times, and he has netted 99 yards. So the next carry will bring him into triple figures tonight, but he certainly has been a thorn in the side of this Warrior defense. First and 10. Draw play done. He's over 100 yards and much more. Done to the 20. Done all the way to the 17-yard line. Excellent blocking, and the timing of the blocking. Exquisite. 13-yard gain for Dunn. 112 yards on 28 carries now for Dunn.
Portland State running their own draw play. They're great setup by the quarterback Blanchard. Good blocking up front by the offensive line of Portland State. White, there's a white jersey on a green jersey pushing people back.
Ball is advanced to the 18-yard line. First and 10 for Portland State. Dunn again to the 15 to the 14. Dunn takes what is given him. Coming up on 1 minute left in the third period. And Portland State is just, how can you put it diplomatically? It's embarrassing, this defense.
They're controlling the line of scrimmage.
They can go deep with Terry Charles. They can throw the curling patterns to Oshawande Bryant. And they can run Charles Dunn. Dunn. Rainbows hem him in at the 15. No gain on that play. That will bring up third down. Rinda Brooks finally diagnosed the play for the Warriors. But Dunn is a bantam type of back, and he has an energy source that never dims. He can run all night. He could play a football doubleheader. One of those backs that just keeps going and going.
Well, Coach Walsh said that about him. He's just one of the greatest players he's ever coached. Plays hard, all facets of the football game.
That's the end of the third quarter. It is all Portland State, as this 1AA team has come in here, and it has slapped the Warriors around. Portland State cheerleaders are very happy, to say the least. Third down and 8. The ball is at the 15 of the University of Hawaii. And Portland State has been particularly effective on third down. Terry Charles slotted inside of Bryant. They are flanked to the right for Jimmy Blanchard. Blanchard rolling. Throws for the end zone. Charles, touchdown.
They're going to call it back. Holding Portland State.
Charles is unsolvable. He's unsolvable. Penalty flag has been thrown.
And they're going to call holding on number 78, Adam Jones. But Charles is unsolvable. There, Fiamma Armstrong runs 5'8", watching him. Just throw it high.
Just turned into another sprint for Terry Charles.
Holding.
Freudian slip.
10-yard penalty.
Just into the fourth quarter, Portland State, because of the penalty, moves the ball back to the 25-yard line. Terry Charles and Bryant again flanked to the far side. Charles watched by Shondell Tucker. Blanchard drops back. Chased out of the pocket. Keeps away. And just runs out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Very smart. Very smart. Credit the Hawaii secondary that time, as they had everybody covered. Mike Iosua, you see him there, the defensive lineman, number 70, and there's Jimmy Blanchard.
But smart play, like you said, Jim. Smart play by Blanchard. Not trying to force anything. You have a big lead. Let's not give the other team any opportunity to create some momentum.
His father quarterbacked at Oregon, 11 years in the National Football League for the Giants, the Saints, and Tampa Bay. Ball out at the 30-yard line, and this will be a 45-yard attempt by Franz, and it is good. So Franz comes in on fourth down, tacks on 3 more points, 45 yards. But the real hero of this game, I think, is the generalship of Jimmy Blanchard. As you see this 45-yarder. Nice loft, aesthetically pleasing field goal.
Looks like you when you watch you golf with your lob wedge.
You notice that, huh?
Yeah, I do. You're real good with that lob wedge.
The only trouble is that no matter what club I use, I always hit it the same distance, about 45 yards.
Driver, everything.
That's it.
Well, you know, you got to go. My favorite course, Waikele Golf Club.
Here's the McDonald's scoreboard.
Here's Nebraska barely getting by Notre Dame.
South Carolina beating Georgia. That's a big game, and they tore down both goalposts for the second time in as many weeks. The students carried the goalpost into the street. To try to do it here, you will be arrested, handcuffed, and thrown into the paddy wagon. You're not allowed. There are limits on joy in this stadium. kickoff will go to Jamal Garland. And he'll try to find some open space. And they knock him down at the 28-yard line. 35-13, Portland State. We are in the fourth quarter, 14:33 left. Nick Rolovich has gone the distance at quarterback for the Warriors. But it has not been a good debut. And the Warriors need to have what would be called a tremendous, almost miraculous comeback to simply make it a game. That is not out of the realm of possibility. But they're down 35-13. Rolovich throwing for Stutzman, overthrows him at midfield.
Stutzman was open. Nick knows it. He overthrew Stutzman. At this point, as a coach, as June Jones, remember, always the teacher, trying to groom this quarterback, working every play.
Rolovich, no completions in his last 8 attempts. Second down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Colbert is flanked to the far side and Lally to the near side. Again from the shotgun. Rolovich, sideline pattern, throws it into the turf. Threw it in front of Shannon Harris, and that brings boos from the crowd. See, now you get into the argument you're not supposed to boo a college football team, but then you counter that by saying there's been so much hype for this team this year. And this is all that the fans have. The University of Hawaii Warrior football team, that's their team. And they want excellence. And that argument will go back and forth. Third down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Rolovich again chased out of the pocket. Throws and going up to get it and then getting hit is Shannon Harris. That's enough for a first down. That completion will go out to the 40-yard line. So Rolovich on the roll that time and showing a good arm, 12-yard gain.
Good throw and catch by the quarterback to Shannon Harris. What the Warriors need to do, you know, they're down by over 3 touchdowns. They need to hurry up their offense a little. They're taking a little too much time.
First down for Hawaii at their own 40-yard line. Rolovich again rolling. Throws to Avion Weaver. He cannot hold on, and he takes a lick from Steve Morse.
A lot of jarring going on the field now. I mean, Portland State, they're feeling it. They're feeling it big time now.
I think they're still upset by the onside kick. That onside kick,
I think you and I are more upset.
When Hawaii was up 10-0, that kind of really jacked the emotions.
So what are we, a Papa Warner team?
Yeah,
what are we?
Of Portland State. They haven't looked back. They lead 35-13. Avion Weaver. On second down and 10, he's able to get only about a yard, maybe 2. So you go back to last year when you think about the USC debacle. USC came in and really spanked, at that time, the Rainbow Warriors, 62-7. And as the season went along, Hawaii was able to crawl out from under that shadow of defeat and have a tremendous year.
Well,
Portland State comes in, and there's just been too much hype. Fans expected tremendous things from this team in this opener. Rolovich, a crossing pattern, complete to Harris. Breaks one tackle, but not another. And is short of the first down. Gets out to about the 47-yard line. Rashad Floyd chased him down.
Good play by Rashad Floyd, knowing exactly where that first down was on the 50-yard line. Stopping Shannon Harris and getting that first down.
So that will bring up fourth down and short yardage. The Warriors gambled once and lost. turning the ball over to Portland State. Now they will do it again on 4th down and 3. They have to go to midfield for the first down. Rolovich will run. Now he throws to Channon Harris. Little basketball pass. That's complete. But was he over the line of scrimmage when he let the ball go?
The officials the official called that because he was in no position to make that call. And he just threw the flag out just now.
Illegal forward pass. That will give the ball to Portland State.
But he was clearly, I think, beyond the line of scrimmage.
We have an illegal forward pass on the offense. 5-yard penalty, loss of down. The first down, Portland State.
Line of scrimmage is on the 47. Yes, he's clearly beyond the line of scrimmage. And all the official was doing is walking from his position and just kind of marking and then looking to the sideline. And he realized he was clearly beyond the line of scrimmage.
Away in 3rd down conversions, only 3 of 13 in 4th down conversions. They are 0 for 2. So now Portland State, already leading in this game, 35-13, has the ball on the Hawaii 44-yard line. And Charles Dunn ready to go to work again for the Vikings. It is done. Headbutts his way to the 41.
You said this the last drive. Charles Dunn gets stronger, runs harder as the game goes on. And there was such thing as if there was such thing as the 5th quarter, he would be at his best.
31 carries, 119 yards, for 120, and 2 touchdowns. 2nd down and 8. Hester, the tight end, flip-flops and sets up. We have a double tight end alignment. And in no hurry. They are in control of this game. It is done. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage, but I believe the Warriors jumped offside, made contact. Is there a flag? Yes, there is.
Number 70, Mikey Osua. Yeah, he clearly broke the plane. Listen to the cadence, other than besides watching the football.
Offside defense, 5-yard penalty, repeat 2nd down.
So it is 2nd and 2 for the first down. The ball has been moved to the 36-yard line. And Portland State continues its domination. Kerry Charles flanked to the far side. And Flex Armstrong will pick him up. And that's another Mutton-Jeff mismatch. 2nd down and 2. Again, it is to Dunn. He has the first down. He eludes a tackler. He's in the open. D. Miller saves the touchdown inside the 15-yard line. 25-yard gain for Dunn. Charles Dunn. He's made a mockery of the Rainbow defense tonight. A mockery.
Good block up front on Rinda Brooks, freeing up Dunn down the field. And it wasn't for D. Miller. It's a touchdown. And D comes off the sidelines again, suffering from cramps.
So we'll take this time out. Portland State knocking on the door again. What a victory for this 1AA team.
The Rainbows down big here in the 4th quarter. This is Brooks Bear down on the sidelines. And fellas upstairs, you know, last year Hawaii opened its season with that devastating loss to USC, I believe 62-7. Coach Jones has told me that the turning point in last season was the locker room talk after that game. He says that at that point the players bought into what the coaches were saying. At that point, that team last year became a family. They started to believe in what the coaches were telling them. This year it's going to be a lot harder, I think, for Coach Jones to get the guys to buy in, because they haven't lost to powerhouse USC, or should I say aren't losing to powerhouse USC. They're losing to 1AA.
Here's Dunn. trying to turn the corner, and then he is ushered out of bounds.
Somebody's got to tell Brooks that the Rainbows are not losing here. The Warriors are losing.
David Gilmour. At this point, it really doesn't make that much difference. Gilmour, who is just into the game, aided on that stop of Dunn. But what a dynamo Charles Dunn is. One of the Rainbows is down.
It's number 46.
That's Keani Alapa from Ka'ava, Hawaii. And he went to Kamehameha. So our concern for him.
Yeah,
but people will walk out of this stadium tonight, and they will say, what happened? They will say, you know, I mean, some of them will say, well, it's just the first game, and it's a year where they lost many seniors from last year. You can't really come back and have Cinderella again. You can't have fairy tale endings all the time, and it's going to take time to build it back up again. There will be others that leave the stadium and say, you have fooled with Mother Nature. You have taken the rainbow and you have cast it asunder, and it has come back, and it is starting to haunt you. I mean, I can see it. I can see it.
People will say that. I think that's a little far-fetched, but people will say that. I think you can put a rainbow or an H. You can put a U or a Z on that helmet. And Portland State outplayed.
You know what I think? You know what I think it really is? Let's go one step further. The season tickets are what color? Black. No tickets in the country are black. There's got to be something wrong with that. I mean, all the reasons, you can think up a million of them, but this 1AA team, Portland State, is a good, solid team. And this running back, Charles Dunn, he will sleep well tonight. It is Dunn. And Dunn knifing to just outside the 10-yard line on second down. They can get a first down, speaking of Portland State, on the 2-yard line. Tickets issued tonight, it was a sellout, believe it or not. 50,000 and 45,452 showed up.
There's a good crowd tonight.
It sold out, however, an hour and 20 minutes after the game started, which tells you about the traffic.
Those are the guys that those are the guys that stay on the traffic. They get in. What happened? You know, I thought hour and a half, 2 hours in traffic.
Third down. They give it to Bryant on a comeback pass. And Flex Armstrong was there. He may have fumbled the ball. Did he have possession? Or are they going to call it an incomplete pass on third down?
We're calling a fumble.
Call it a fumble. Flex Armstrong made the hit, and Mike Iosua recovered the fumble as they tried to go backdoor to Bryant.
Looking for the wide receiver screen. Good strip there by Flex Armstrong. Mike Iosua recovering that football. Good open field strip by number 34. He had his bad plays, but here's a good play. There's something that the coaches can work with him, and here's a good play. One thing these coaches for the University are going to do now is get this game film and really dissect it.
Warriors have the ball at the 12-yard line, just over the 12. Rolovich inside the 5, throws long up the sideline. He wants Lully. Incomplete, double coverage. Covering on the play was Ron Granderson and also Marcus Robinson. Robinson fell down, but the pass was not completed, and that will bring up second down and 10. Ball just over the 12-yard line. Rolovich is now 19 for 45, 263 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. 19 for 45. Again from the shotgun. That's tipped, incomplete. Off the intended receiver, Channon Harris.
And here's the ball that Channon Harris should have caught. Top of the field, 2 receivers that they use Stutzman as a decoy, keeps the corner at home. Shannon Harris settling in the zone, unable to bring the football down.
3rd down and 10 from the 12. Triple wide receiver to the left. .907 left to play. Quick pass, complete to Colbert. Wigwags out over the 20 and is close to the 1st down. We'll see where they put the ball. Tackle was made by Marcus Robinson. But Portland State will give up 1st downs, and they will give up short passes. And they can give up a couple of touchdowns now because they lead 35-13. And so for Hawaii, it becomes, in this opening game, quite frankly, an embarrassing loss. But at the same time, as you said, with June Jones, it becomes a learning tool.
They're going to take this film, they're going to break it down and coach from it and not panic. But what you said, Jim, it's the expectation level from this year, from last year, is totally different.
Oh, yes. And the athletic department played it very well, marketed it very well. But it all has come apart tonight in this opener. When you have a crowd of 45,000, and they had to put up with the traffic again today to watch this team, it behooves the powers that be to provide a positive experience for the people in the stadium. I mean, that's what football entertainment on the college level is all about. And perhaps it was just too much.
Well, you know what happens? You could do everything right up to the kickoff, then it's up to the guys on the field. It's up to the guys on the field.
4th down again. Davion Weaver does not get the 1st down. He's dumped in the backfield. Check that.
He's tackled for a 1-yard loss.
1-yard loss, and he didn't get it. So that's the 3rd time that Hawaii has tried to convert on 4th down, and they didn't do it. Tim Walsh.
He says he's bent. He's bent. He's jacked up.
He will take a magic carpet back to Portland. He will not fly with the team. What a night. He is 0-6 against Division 1A opponents. He is playing a team that defeated Oregon State in the Oahu Bowl last year on this very field. And he will walk away tonight knowing that his plan that he has stuck to and carefully cultivated is paying off. It is done.
Good penetration by Mike Iosua. Outside of that offside, Iosua has had a solid game in the middle, clogging the middle.
Iosua will be steady. Yeah. He has been steady now for a long time. And Mike, 6'3", 271-pound junior from Seattle.
He's a rock in the middle.
He is. 2nd down. Ball at the 21. Done to the 20. But again, with no apparent urgency. They are not playing as if they are double parked. They're playing now as if they are tasting this victory in slow, luxuriant gulps.
They're going to stay the night here. They're going home noon tomorrow. Enjoy Waikiki.
3rd down and 10. Ball just outside the 20-yard line. Bryant is to the right and Terry Charles to the left. Charles for the touchdown. Yes. Ball comes out. Did he have possession? Now they say no. Oh, I thought he had the catch.
I thought he had
the catch. And then the ball came out. Remember, breaking the plane and having possession. Charles thinks he has the touchdown. He's arguing, but to no avail. Does he have it long enough?
Flex strips the football.
Oh, you're right.
Good
right.
call. Good call. Good play by Flex Armstrong.
Good play by Flex and an excellent call by the official.
Great call by Armstrong because recovering. He's beat. Doesn't give up. fights to strip that football. A good call by the official right there.
37-yard field goal coming up for Dan Franz. And it's good. 38-13 Portland State. 7:05 left to play in the game. Dan Franz, another field goal. 38-13 now for Portland State over Hawaii with 7:05 left in the game. The crowd announced at 45,000 is maybe half that now.
Yeah, this looks like a good Fred Van Appen crowd. Yeah. Not to pick on Fred Van Appen, but this.
Franz directing traffic. Flex Armstrong and Jamal Garland are deep. And it will go to Armstrong. Armstrong to the 42-yard line. Good return. And it will be first down for Hawaii on the 42 with 6:55 left to play in the game. Metrics engineered nutrition with protein-based drink mixes and food bars for both athletes and active people is the proud sports nutrition supplement provider of the University of Hawaii athletic program. First down. They put it at the 41, 1st and 10. Nick Rolovich has struggled tonight. Make no mistake. Harris in motion. Rolovich lays it off to Harris, and they dump him in the backfield. Frustration continued.
And Portland State defense was not confused.
It will be a very quiet, introspective bus ride back to the Manoa campus tonight for the University of Hawaii players.
You see, and the problem with this loss, you have a bye next week, so you have 2 weeks to think about it. Then you play in Texas, El Paso, so you're not back in front of your home fans for 3 weeks.
Second down and 14. Stutzman coming back, hit the turf. So Rolovich underthrows Stutzman. That will bring up third down and 14 yards to go. That stops the clock with 6 minutes and 8 seconds left. Going into this game, I mean, the reason why the frustration quotient is so high, did you believe that the game would be like this?
Truthfully, I thought Warriors by 17, 14 points in control. And it started that way. They're 10 points ahead. They're moving the ball with consistency. But credit Portland State.
Oh, yes.
They made adjustments, and the team kept on believing.
That pass is complete to Lully at midfield. And he is very close to the first down.
And where they're marking it, it's a first down. Where that official right there is marking it, it's a first down.
13-yard gain.
A Lully, bottom of your screen. Quick button hook. Knowing where the first down is. Stretching. Trying to get that first down. And he got it. And Stutzman had a good day, a good night receiving the football. Warriors have to find more opportunities for number 8, Lully.
First down for Hawaii at the 49-yard line of Portland State. Throw complete to Colbert. Breaks the tackle at the 40. Colbert to the 33, and he's bounced down there by Tino Retamosa. 17-yard gain.
Good open field tackle by Tino Retamosa. That's a great sounding name.
Oh, it is. He of the 67-yard fumble return. 2 big defensive plays, one by Steve Morse and one by Tino Retamosa. 67-yard fumble return, and then Steve Morse with a 19-yard pass interception for the touchdown for Portland State. That really got things turned around. Quick pass, complete to Lully. Gets blocked. Lully to the 25. Lully spinning inside the 20. Lully to the 15. Ashley Lully. Last year he was Lully. And I asked him, how do you pronounce it? He says Lully. I said, okay.
Everyone's making changes.
17-yard gain.
Good wide receiver screen. A lot of interference in the front. Green jerseys doing a good job picking up white jerseys. And Lully just working his way downfield, holding on to the football. Outstanding play.
Rolovich has now passed for 316 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Excellent run by Lully. Pass to Stutzman. Stutzman has it, steps out of bounds at the 10-yard line. 4:50 left to play in the game. Stutzman 6 catches for 82 yards in the game. Ball is at the 10-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Colbert to the left and triple wide receiver to the right. Lully being the widest. Rolovich from the shotgun. Rolovich end zone touchdown. Lully, 2nd touchdown pass of the game from Rolovich to Lully. So a 10-yard touchdown pass. 326 yards in the game now for Rolovich.
That's a big play. That's a big play because you're trying to still coach and trying to build to the next game.
38-19. And Hawaii will go for the point after. Hannum out of the hold of Liana. Kick is good. And it's 38-20. Portland State. More to come from Aloha Stadium. Seven plays, 59 yards. 10-yard touchdown pass from Rolovich to Lully. And it is 38-20 with 4:45 left. We'll see if this onside kick occurs here. Kicking off is Huggins. There's the onside kick. Ball is taken by Jackson. He gets hit immediately, and another penalty flag. It's been like an airborne invasion of penalty flags in this game. Portland State still in control. They lead it by 18 points.
And there's Tim Walsh. He's not giving up. He's not letting up. Still coaching, still working those officials. He's enjoying every minute of this.
So they will place the ball at midfield. And Portland State will have it. And they'll probably crank up Charles Dunn again. Jimmy Blanchard has led this team well, to say the least. It is done. Skipping into the secondary, wrapped up by Jacob Espial. And Portland State very conservative and very much in tune with just taking their time and letting the clock run out. And slowly but surely sealing the victory. Single setback is done. Draw play. He gets swarmed under.
Number 70, Mikey Osua.
And Rinda Brooks.
That's another thing coaches are looking for. The game clearly won by Portland State. Which player in the green jersey is not playing hard? Which players not giving effort. They're looking for those players that just never give up.
Third down and 8. 3:30 left to play in the game. 38-20. Portland State. Dunn gets a block, gets to the 40, and very close to the first down.
He's got it.
That's another third down conversion for Portland State. Portland State is 10 for 20 in third down conversions in this game. And by contrast, Hawaii is 4 for 15.
It's a good shot of Dunn running hard. Now, Coach Lemke is not going to like this. 3rd and 8, and he gets near to the first down.
Rinda Brooks finally pounds him to the artificial surface after he broke the tackle by Jacob Espiel. And are they going to measure?
I don't think these officials. That's right.
They finally make the decision, I believe, to measure this. And maybe Tim Walsh is saying, you know, how long are you guys taking for this? You know, we have to celebrate.
Yeah, the Waikiki is waiting. There he is.
The coach turns to the stands and says, it's just short. So that will bring up 4th down. And Portland State apparently going to go for it. And why not? Even if they don't make it, then they will still give up the ball, and Hawaii will have field position.
Hey, even the Viking fans are staying here, but they want to get to Waikiki. Hurry up.
That is a sign of contentment, the way they're watching the game. Fourth down, inches. Well, Blanchard, quarterback sneak here. Now he'll give it to his fullback, the big guy, Jakubowski. And I think he has the first down.
First down, and this is a big win for Portland State because this is the first of 3 road games. And to come to Hawaii and beat the Warriors.
2 minutes and 42 seconds left. Dunn, certainly the player of the game for Portland State, and Ashley Lully, 2 touchdown catches. He'll probably get the player of the game for the University of Hawaii. Timeout has been called. It's not over yet, folks. It's not over yet. Charles Dunn, 39 carries, 154 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ashley Lully, 5 receptions, 67 yards and 2 touchdowns. They are tonight's Verizon Hawaii most valuable players. Verizon Hawaii is pleased to contribute to scholarships at the University of Hawaii. Innovative solutions to all of your communications needs. First down from the 39-yard line. Ball is given to Ahmad Robinson into the game for Charles Dunn. And the new quarterback, Justin Woods, has come in at quarterback. So they will play things out here. 2:23 on the clock. Will slowly tick away. And Hawaii will go back to the drawing boards. And people will hash this out. The state of Hawaii will be abuzz by what happened tonight. Ah, yes.
And what are you going to tell them when people ask you?
Well, I'm going to say about the frustrations. I mean, this team was hyped, maybe overhyped. Well, again, it's given to Robinson, and he kind of pirouettes in the backfield and gets dumped on by the University of Hawaii defense. But this is not to say that the season still cannot be successful. No, Hawaii's got to go back and
work. Yeah. Go back and work. You got a coaching staff that knows how to work. You got a coaching staff that's together. And just players need to listen to their coaches.
There's Jimmy Blanchard. 12 for 24, 235 yards. He almost duplicated what he did last week against Western Washington. 16 of 24 for 409 yards. Third down for Portland State. Coming up on a minute left in the game. Ball is given on a sweep to Robinson. Robinson has the first down. And he just wedges his way to the 26-yard line. He ran over would-be tacklers. Ran over Jacob Espial.
And that's being kind. He just Jacob Espial feels like he got hit by a truck. Great run by Robinson. And here, right here, Jacob Espial lowers the shoulder.
Well, this Hawaii team really has a lot of work to do to put it back together again and become and regain that confidence on offense. And the defense getting burned deep tonight. That's going to be a concern too. Last minute of play. Robinson. Robinson may score. Robinson will score. 26-yard touchdown run by Ahmad Robinson, 180-pound redshirt freshman out of Tacoma, Washington. It's 44-20, Portland State, and they add insult to injury at the end of the game because Robinson is definitely the backup to Charles Dunn. He comes in with fresh legs, and he literally runs through the Hawaii defense for yet another Portland State touchdown. And France, no doubt, will soak his leg tonight. He's kicked all night long. And that's good. 45-20. See this run, and it was a gem. Robinson, good cutting moves. And then the long loping strides into the end zone. 35 seconds left to go in this game. Hawaii fans bitterly disappointed by what went on here tonight. This team is nowhere near the expectations of what Hawaii football fans really expected. For Portland State, this is a club that has come to fruition under Tim Walsh. It is the first victory ever under a Tim Walsh coaching regime of a Division I team. They were 0-6. They had never before defeated the University of Hawaii. They will do so tonight. And they will frolic back across the Pacific.
Frolic, huh?
It was a frolic.
Give Portland State credit. They came here and took the game away from the Warriors.
France kicking off. And that will be returned down inside the 25-yard line. That was Garland. 30 seconds left. And Nick Rolovich, who has taken his lumps tonight, will come back out. Rolovich on the good side of the ledger has thrown for 2 touchdowns, both to Ashley Lely, but not nearly enough as Hawaii trails 45-20. Time for a few plays. 4 wide receiver set. Rolovich throws low. Rolovich is dumped unceremoniously. So the clock is stopped with 25 seconds left. June Jones has seen his team blitzed tonight by Portland State. Rolovich lays it off to Avion Weaver at the 30. Avion spun down at the 34-yard line. 16 seconds left. Very close to the first down.
Great block by Vince Munawai in the perimeter. And this is what coaches want to see. They want to see players continue to play hard.
Tim Walsh telling his team, good job. Great jobs. He's talking to Chris Wigger, the offensive tackle. Lejour, the other offensive tackle. 10 seconds, 9. This should be the last play of the game. Rolovich looking sideline, throws for Lully, has it at the 45. And Lully pulled out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And that will do it. Portland State comes into Aloha Stadium before 45,000 expected fans, trying to catch on to the coattails of what happened last year for the University of Hawaii, only to go home into the Hawaiian night bitterly disappointed by what they saw tonight. Credit Portland State, a team that came to play and a team that came to win. So once again, the final score, Portland State 45, Hawaii 20. This has been another sports presentation of the Warrior Football Network and K5, the home team. For my broadcast partners, Larry Goetz and Brooks Bear, along with the entire sports crew here at Aloha Stadium, I'd like to say thanks for watching, everybody. And as we say in Hawaii, ma lama po.